Alright, so Duncan Mackenzie over a penalty. So what can go on from this? Yeah man, the pan line referee, where you check? Spotty ball. Looking at advantage, Duncan. Come over, keeper. Watch the ball. Watch the ball. Look on him in shoulder. Look on his shoulder. Look on his shoulder. Well done. All right, so welcome again to Military Guna TV. Thank you very much for joining again. Another program. It has been a while. I know it has definitely been a while. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. Let me know, people. I'm gonna drop the link. I won't waste any time. I will drop the link. It made no sense. I sit here, talk to myself. We have some people, we have a few people as early as possible in the comment section. So we have Giovanni. Said you think it's to finish top 4 and qualify at least, but with the current preparation method, or lack thereof, I can't see that being the objective realistically. Karim questioned it also. Karim, you said we can't find a team to push our opponents. Giovanni said with lack of preparation, the only possibility of us qualified is if they select a strong enough team with the necessary capability to compete. But even then, we need a couple open artists. I do agree. So why am I so high? All right, so welcome again to Military Guna TV, people. Thank you very much for joining me. Before we do anything, I would really appreciate it if you guys smash that like button. Most definitely, I would definitely think that's the customary thing for you guys right now. Hitting that like button, coming in, joining on the stream. I am not sure how long this stream is going to go. This really depends on discussion, how long we're going to draw out the discussion for, and if we can come to some form of conclusion rather than disputing everything. So as Fresh God said, if you're watching the live and you haven't liked it as yet, please stop for just a small second and do so, please, and thanks. Hit the like button. Love the content if you love the content. Most definitely, only if you love the content. If you don't love the content, I have no problem with you hitting that dislike button. I have no problem. Just tell me what I should do to get it better, or tell me what I should do to fix things. Big up Ian, Jeremy and Roberts, a good night. Island Carter, Military Guna, who are the top 5 best teams in the region? Is Jamaica in the top 5? It depends on what. Are you talking about the youth team? Are you speaking about the senior team? Because we normally have a very good youth team in this region. No, most of you might not understand that the problem that we face, specifically Jamaica face, is not the youth problem. It's not the youth problem where the major issue is at. It's actually when you pass the youth problem, the youth face, and you reach into the senior team where development, we bypass the development actor. So it's like this: youth with talent, then big man. No in between where development is the problem. Giovanni said, big up Island Carter, the under 20 team. I do think that Jamaica, remember, it's actually in the same order of precedence in regards to the top teams in the region, the USA, the Mexicos. It's always that, because these guys have had that structure for a long time. No, it's just recent times, and I do believe that this has to do with the pressure that is being applied on the JFF, that JFF is actually getting a few things right at this moment and trying to do a little bit better in regards to what the fans want and would love to see. Giovanni said, don't be surprised if El Salvador qualifies for the Under 20 World Cup. They call up a Muslim MLS next squad and are on a roll in their practice game. They recently beat Honduras 2-0. Okay, okay, no, that's nothing's wrong with that. WUH, I would assume that that is West Ham United. Island card, no, because the local baller them have to get a chance. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you really mean by that? What does that mean? The local ball them have to get a chance. What does that mean? I don't really understand that. So someone explain what does that mean to me. I would really like to know. Let me see. Okay, so as you know, the competition kicks off in the next few weeks, basically. In a few weeks, basically. Now, one of the important things that would like to identify is this. I know many people are talking about players who are playing for this and all the rest of the region. But let's stop to think about Jamaica. What is affecting the Jamaican players? What is a step forward? Now, we have to look, we have many factors to look at. Let's look at some of these factors. You said some of the players are playing, some of the MLS players are actually in camp already. If they're playing in MLS and that they are so vital to their teams in the MLS, why is it that they are in camp? Why is it that they are in camp and getting all these practice games and all these things? Why? It's not easy as though everyone makes it sound. Someone said my stream is lagging. People, guys, let me know if my stream is lagging. Let me know. Please let me know if my stream is lagging. I would really like to know. Oh, we have Alex coming on. Big up, Alex.
Hey, military, how you doing?
Let me put in my earphone, Alex.
Military, you hear me?
Yeah, me, I hear now.
All right, so MLS next is different from MLS, like MLS, the MLS first.
The normal MLS, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a different thing.
That's the lower tier where the younger players play in MLS.
It's like a youth league where...
For the MLS.
Yeah, for MLS, but other teams play night too. Other youth teams, youth academy play night too.
Yeah.
Right? So that's one thing for sure.
So they're saying that the Wi-Fi is lagging. So let me see if I can
the most...
let me see if we can make a small adjustment. They said the Wi-Fi is lagging. So give me a second.
Yeah, so Una, hear me?
Yeah, man, I'm here. So people let me know if it's still logging. I'm not sure. So let me know if it's still...
Probably because I background I use if I change the background.
No man, we just plug on the LAN. Yeah.
All
so
right.
yeah, so we have to know.
So So I was just saying the MLS is MLS Next and is MLS Pro.
Mm-hmm.
They're two different. They're the I think MLS. Sorry, let me. Sorry about that. So
Mm-hmm.
MLS Pro and the MLS Next is two different. They're two different youth league in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where you know the MLS have that's their feeder league where you like a transition from the youth team
To the
compared
senior
to
team.
all right, all
Mm-hmm.
right. So most of these teams, right, Guna,
Mm-hmm.
they predominantly have their players like USA have their players playing in MLS Next or so forth, and even so El Salvador and all of them, but they use
Mm-hmm.
majority local based players in their local system. Same like Costa Rica, same like all of these Mexico. Check you don't see only players see come from overseas is that maybe
Mm-hmm.
Marcelo Flores or so forth, but you do not see like a major flux. With
Influx of players.
yeah, and you get my come from
Mm-hmm.
military. So then again, right? Them have use them local team in a jail, right? And
Mm-hmm.
support them. I play games with other teams. Yeah, them beat Honduras 2-0 and this and that. But when it comes down to the game time, military, you get me come from boil down to
Mm-hmm.
the game time. You must
All
Honduras
right.
play the tactics can play in Anto and all of that stuff there. So what I'm trying to say is military goon that
Mm-hmm.
these players in England we are clamoring for they can't come now because they're playing in season.
Mm-hmm.
They're in season. These are the players on the island, Zimenez and them, they play in the local league, just like
Ex-
this fuck
so,
Costa Rica does now.
but you know what happened now? Even those players that are on the island, they're training in camp during the week and weekend. They're going back into their regular league season.
There you go. There you
Mm-hmm.
go. Zarek Zimenez, Christopher Pearson, all of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And most of these guys they come like Kamali Powell, he come from over in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Romain Drake was in Germany too, as I can say. So
Mm-hmm.
most of these players, Zander Bignell, was in Germany, and those players, you get where I come from.
Mm-hmm.
So they're training. I feel like they're training. Yes, this. I mean, the trial, yes, but some of these players are gonna play together. McQuinn
Mm-hmm.
Aldridge is playing in the league. He's one of the
Mm-hmm.
quality players in the league. So you can see quality in the team. I don't understand why people are clamoring and said there's no quality going on. That you can
Um,
see quality.
remember
You
when I asked?
you go
Yeah.
to the training. You go to the training now, Guna. So you
Mm-hmm.
one supposed to tell people what you see at the training thing. You get me? I come from. You can tell me inside.
All right. So you know the best thing about it. So most people have known that since I started this channel and the Reggae Boys have been playing, and I've seen the USA in training. All the teams that came to Jamaica so far, that have been to Jamaica, played against the Reggae Boys. I have been at their training session, so I see what the professional setup is like. I see what the tempo of these games are like. So I know what to expect. It's not like I've never seen it before. I know what to expect. No, when I'm looking at some of these, all right. So for example, let me give you a perfect example. Um, last night, on Monday night, I was at Monday Night Football and I was watching Waterhouse against I think Portmore United, and the game was actually at a very high tempo, right? And I said the game was at a high tempo, and someone said to me that maybe it is because I'm not used to the league why I think the game is actually at a high tempo. But truth is, I have seen I know what high tempo of football is like. It's not like I have never seen it before. I know what it looks like. I know what to expect. I know quality football. Now if someone should say that I don't know, that basically they're gonna say that I haven't seen the USA play football before live with my two eyes. These are the same players that have qualified to go into the World Cup. These are the same players. So I know what the standard is like to
And
be
bear
at that level.
bear in mind, Guna, USA didn't call up a couple players from Germany and one in Holland, and they
Mm-hmm.
have one out there in that play for Sounders named Aubrey Vargas that plays for Sounders is one of the starting
Mm-hmm.
one midfielder come off the bench and he's very young. So bear in mind, there's some players that plays in the MLS like Brandon Aronson brother.
Mm-hmm.
Paxton, Aronson. You have players that played in MLS first team that come to the U20. So I'm saying they're probably using this team and building with some of the players that have the back end of like say from the MLS Pro, MLS Next, and then they incorporate those guys with them. You get where I come from, Guna?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to explain to people. Yes, the England players can't come yet, but give these guys a chance. There's a quality Guna. There's quality. You tell me these you can't play football, Guna? Yeah, tell me
from what I've seen, from what I've seen, I can't say it's a talent thing. I can't say short of quality. I won't say that. My only fear is preparation. I have seen these guys. We know what these guys are capable of. It's not a case in which only when these players are overseas playing that means that they are good enough. So basically, you're saying that they weren't good enough overall. But on the scale of talent, as I keep on saying, on the scale of talent, I do think that we have the talent. Now, there's a fear with the Reggae Boyz supporters in regards to, so this is where the talent is at. This is the young talent, right? Now, between the young talent, there should be a developmental stage into transition into a top professional. We don't have that. So it's like this young talent straight to top tier football, and if they're not ready, right back. So the developmental aspect of things is a problem. I don't think that the youth aspect where we are right now is a major problem. As you know, most people like to talk about the politics of football. I can discuss football. What I saw, I can't say that these guys don't look ready, but you can definitely see that there's some level of chemistry that needs to be built. In the same sense, not many teams, as people are telling me that they have a lot of teams who are already in the final stage of their preparation for the tournament. I'm like, how? If you're telling me that most of these players are playing at the highest level leagues, but yet still that they are able to be in the final stage of preparation, when did these guys started playing? Are these guys playing in their first team? Are these guys playing first team football so that they'll be able to be in, so that they'll be able to move between first team football and the camp? So I'm kind of confused when people are telling me that a lot of the players are actually already playing first team football and they're also in camp. So how do they work that out? It's not like Jamaica where we have our local league, as you just mentioned, we can transition. We can have the players in camp during the week, and on weekends they are playing under 20 they are at under 20 training sessions. So they are ready. Basically, they are physically ready, fitness wise. They are ready. Game sharpness, they have that as well. As match ready, they are ready as well in that as well. Match sharpness, they do have that as already. So now, when you incorporate now these other players coming in, when you incorporate these other players that are coming in, as you guys already know or would heard of, that you have players who are coming in to be that little sprinkle on the top of the already organized structure, our base core that is already there. As you can see, they are trying their best to get these players in as much as possible. Keep them on the go, keep them fit, keep them going as ever. So we have a lot of these players who are coming in. For example, Kamali Paul is now in off season. His season won't start back until maybe in August, so he will be here with us right through that time period. Possibly, hopefully, he will be here with us right through that time period. So he will be able to stay to train on with the under 20 team. In the event, maybe he will actually associate with a club which is close by to where he's staying, so he can keep that training session going more so rather than have him training by himself. So there's possible some very, very good ups in that. Let me run through some of the comments. We have a lot of comments going in the comment section.
So Guna, when the team because there's everything I done by Friday, right? I make the final cut by Friday, right? You're correct, right? We can agree to that one.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, tell me that.
Well, what me hear is that they might make a final cut by Friday. When they make the final cut by Friday, them I use them players that use the final cut and the one who are coming from overseas, where from England and wherever them are come from, they might meet up with them, which make it to be a 30-man squad and 7 players per standby. Right? So what I'm saying is that if you're talking about chemistry and this, why not go in and play all the Premier League team until the tier until
that's a very good suggestion. That's a very good suggestion. And from what I've heard, I think that is already in the pipeline. I think that is something that is being started in the pipeline. I also think that that is something that people are looking at as well, for the Nation League team to further the preparation level for the not for the nation, well, for the friendly, the team that's going to be played in the friendly again. What's the team? Catalonia. So, but it wouldn't be now. It would be after that 30-man squad is being selected. I do think that would be the appropriate time that you would see that taking place, and maybe not even. I think it has to do with the completion of the league as well, our local league. I think that would also be a factor in it, because you don't want. All right, so for example, a Dumble Olin, who's at the top of the table, playing a friendly against this team and risk the chance of losing Nicoy, Demario Phillips, or a Bygrave. You know, I don't think they would risk that chance. And they're fighting for the title at this point in time. To go in the playoffs to fight for the title. So maybe those aspects of it will actually fall in place after. I don't know. I'm just saying, if you look at the logistics or the logical aspect of things, and we also have to bear in mind that Waterhouse and Cavaliers, they also have the Concacaf, I think, the club championship as well to play. I think to prepare for at the end of May, which is at the end of the season. So I do think that these things will come in play, but I am not so sure if that will take action right at this moment.
My question is, how do you think the coach, the U20 coach, Fuzzy, as you go to the Monday Night Football and you watch the Premier League, his coaching style and his philosophy, what stands out for you when you go see the training session, you run into the sessions, and what do you see his coaching ability for this team? People question his coaching ability. If you're in a white and blonde hair and blue eyes, we not believe him.
All right, so I am also one for coaching badge. I love to discuss coaching badge because your coaching badge really tells how far your coaching education is at, and the abundance of knowledge that you have access to. Let me move it. So I definitely would say I would prefer at our level to see the coach with the highest badge at our level, from the senior team straight down to even our local Premier League. But what we have at this moment, we don't have that at this moment. If you should follow the fans, specifically, I'm a fan, and I would want to see. But if you should look at things realistically, getting a coach, an A-licensed coach for the first senior team, the U team, all youth level team. Then now you factor in getting A-licensed coaches. I'm talking of pro licensed coaches for even all the Premier League teams. So we're factoring that. But let's stick to the national setup now. The funding for all of these aspects will be a big thing. So I have to factor that. Now, what I've seen in the training session, I'm just getting the coaching aspect out of the way. What I've seen in the training session, I can't say we are short of talent. These young players are very, very talented, highly talented. Basically, when I stand amongst most of these players, I look like a small midget. Two of these guys are so well built, and they are a physical specimen. Quick, pace, tempo, technical ability. They are not short. These guys are not short of technical ability. I don't know what our opponents looks like as yet, so I can't give a count for our opponents. But what I can give a count for is what I have seen with our young talents. And I can't say that I am not pleased. I am very much pleased. The only thing that I'm not pleased about is the duration or how long they took to really put the preparation in place, because I strongly believe that this training camp should have been going on for a longer time period than now. But I guess that there's not much control over it when you want to select, you want to fine tune, and you actually want to select a squad. I do think that these are factors in it. So I do think that this coach that we have is a very good coach. From what I've seen, I can't really account for the under 20 team under his coaching as yet, but I can account for what he has done at Waterhouse. Many people, there are going to be a lot of people who will turn up their face against that. But let me give you from what I have seen. You can turn up your face against that, yes, but let me tell you what I have seen. Waterhouse Football Club is one of the clubs that played. They have the best pressing system inside of the entire country. I have seen many other teams play, and they have the best pressing system. They have the best pressing system. They stifle you. I spoke with what's his name? Rudolph Austin after the game that Portmore United played. I spoke with Lenny Hyde as well. I spoke with Lenny Hyde after the game when Portmore United played against Waterhouse. Waterhouse defeated Portmore United 3-0. I spoke with them, both of them, and they said that this is their census. The Waterhouse teams, they play a high press football. They stifle the midfield. So if you're a midfielder playing against them, they stifle the midfield. Also, they stifle the defense. They force the defenders to go long, and then they retain possession. That is how Waterhouse play. And when they transition, they're quick. They're extremely quick. They have some quick pace wingers. Let me mention some of the names. Denardo Thomas, Benbow, Bradford. These guys are pacey, really, really quick.
Javan James.
Exactly. So basically, that is how they transition, and they use it's something similar to what Liverpool do. They just aggressive, hard, fast, and aggressive waves of attack. Yes, something similar to that. They do a waves of attack. So basically, they have one of the fittest teams in the league. So that is how they play. That is how they play. That is what I've seen from Waterhouse. So I can only transition what I've seen from Waterhouse on with the expectation that we are likely to see something similar to that with the under 20 team. Now, what I've seen from the under 20 team so far, I would definitely say that it is something similar. But the level of cohesiveness and coordination that you get from the Waterhouse team, because of understanding and playing a longer duration, we don't get that from the under 20 teams, because they haven't trained enough together as yet to see that cohesive unit-like movement. So these are aspects, but I can see that the steps are being put in place to move to that direction where you are likely to see the under 20 team playing something similar to that type or that style of football. Let me use the discretion or disclaimer, I should say. Sorry about that. That I am only evaluating the team performance based off what I've seen with the coach present club. So that is the only way I can evaluate the coach, by how his team play. So for example, what if the under 20 national team coach would have been Dana Van Duke, who's actually struggling in the Premier League? They play a defensive football. They don't score a lot of goals. They play defensive and they still concede. I would be worried. I would really, really be worried about that, because I haven't seen enough. Yes, we know the history, but I'm talking about what we're seeing right now. I haven't seen enough to say that he would actually implement something proper. But I can say what I have seen from Waterhouse this season, if that style of play to transition over to the U team, I do believe that it will be something. We're going to watch some really, really good football. Now, remember that these guys play open football, and they depend on quick players. So look to see some of our pacier set of players playing on the forefront. All right, so I'm going to run through some of the comments. The comments are going mad. We know people are supposed to cuss me, like madness. Everton said, people, if I miss a comment, please, I do apologize. I really do apologize, because I wrote a comment. Everton Ezra said, the under 20 boys looking. You're looking good. I went through that in depth a while ago. Dominic Davis said, who is the centre forward? Aldridge is one of the centre forward. As you know, Aldridge 6'2", bigger than me. skill. I think he's a skilled player. Skilled player in the league.
The far me I come from England. He's probably better than Aldridge.
No, of course, but he can, he can. Not saying that he isn't, he can. But as you know, when they're here, we will definitely get a better look on them. So let me move them because the comment section. Big up, Jairus. Fresh God said, MLS Next Pro is the third tier of the USA football. Is that better than the JPL? Third tier MLS football. Hey, that's really low. All right, let me go down because I miss a whole for them. Richard Stewart said, Gunnar, I'm not worried about the physical part of our game. It's the cerebral part I'm worried about. All right, that's a good statement. So he's not worried about the physical aspect of it. People, if the sound is too loud, let me know. Alex, the sound too loud. I think the sound too loud.
No man, good man.
Okay, good. I took maybe because me the right, I may hear the most like. See me can brush it down a notch. Obito said, my coach tell me say where speed say adjust for sure him make everybody get a chance to get trial. Because me asked him and he's a part of Casafa. I want a trial run and didn't ever Obito, right the back, Obito. You dash more. You fling me a bush. Obito said 20 play in Jamaica will get a chance. As CC is coming on. CC, me feel like you get take 3 off to get ready. You hear me, CC?
Me, I go on, man.
Yeah.
I brother Obito.
Yeah, in same want that child.
I ship with them series. Listen, sometimes you know some of them man create some page and come make some talk. You don't even know who them be.
But you not paying them. Yes, what I do. I look at the questions that is being asked. Analyze the questions as well, and most definitely I answered in my best. And if the questions are controversial, I'm going to answer it politically. So Richard Stewart said he's not worried about the physical aspect. He's worried about the cerebral part of it. No, there's all right. So before. Let me be clear. Before we used to play the youth system, CC can attest to this. Even Alex can attest to this. Before now, when we were going to the under 20 World Cups competitions, the under 17 competitions, when we had under 23, we were using players straight from schoolboy football, straight out of schoolboy football. These are the players that we're using straight out of schoolboy football.
And even the last stint of under 21, Maggie and them was there. It was schoolboy football and there's a sprinkle of players that play in the Premier League, but otherwise that was not a fluctuated talent. Like I feel like this group is more talented.
Like the house military.
you need a better lighting for you, isn't there? You need a better lighting, because we can't tell you. You look like a zombie. Wole has to chop off. When you rock back down, Wole has to chop off.
Military, as well as a military. I just feel like this team is more talented than what people really take them out to be, and I feel like people not giving them a chance. Like, if that means if you go England, right? When I say the talent is not, when I say the team not supposed to be balanced, but if you go England and predominantly like all the players from England, then means you don't have any players on the island that are good enough to play in the team. Because that's what people make it seems. That's the narrative that people makes it seems is that like, okay, them youth are Jamaica, they're not developed good at.
Yeah, but you're not gonna escape from that. You won't escape from that,
All right, but that's what I'm saying though. But why these teams like Costa Rica and Honduras are doing the same thing, but people are not in their country not complaining, even though it's a different development system over there. But I'm saying though, even Grenada and them team there, they're not predominantly work for Grenada and Bala coming in.
You have to look at
expectations are coming.
No, you have to also look at expectations, Alex. There's an expectation on the Reggae Boyz to do good.
Yeah, of course.
The Reggae Boyz is a brand, so we're expecting that now. Remember, from we start having an influx of players from Europe coming in. There's always going to be expectation on that to continue at all levels. So they want to see that same set of players are quality players coming in just the same. So you won't escape from that, and I do agree with that as well. But there are small soft factors which should be applied on that, and I don't think that many people are even considering that. So let me answer this question by Richard King. Richard Stewart. Let me keep answering Richard King. Let me keep on as a king. Stewart said, Gooney, I'm not worried about the physical part. Yeah. All right. So for the cerebral part, you're talking about they're thinking about the game, speed of thought, and all these aspects. These set of players, as I said earlier, for these players to be playing and even linked with these big contracts overseas, I do think that tells a lot. I do think that tells a lot that these players are deemed ready. I do believe that these players are deemed ready. And if you're deemed ready, it means that you're not only physically fit, technically good, but you are reading your knowledge of the game, your IQ, your football IQ is also ready. If you want to deem you ready, it means your football IQ also is ready. So I definitely not worried about that part. Fresh guy said, I heard they were to play a JPL team, but I don't know if it's still on. Come, Alex. Remember my comments them. Crazy World Radio said, okay, it's talking about Ian. Humble One said, what happened to Whisper? Something. It's a Allen. Big up, Kamale, that you're gonna kill it. Hope he makes it very, very technical. Glides when he's moving on the pitch. Very, very good baller, I'm telling you. Ray Baba said, why is this Childs? Where was this coach all this time? We should be giving friendlies, not Childs. What is this? It's Jamaica football Supreme Court. Kiss my teeth. Now gonna away. JFF late again. All right, so let me address the first thing. I am all for Childs. I'm gonna get a lot of bashing for this one, but I am all for Childs. Why am I all for Childs? Now, CC, let's have a look at this, right? We have to bear in mind that many people are talking about. I do think that they're speaking in regards to the players that they say that are coming in. How does Childs affect them? Let me move to that. I do think that's that. But for most of the players that are playing in the local league, we have to bear in mind some factors. So, CC, let me give you an example, CC, right? You play striker for Arsenal FC Academy, right?
Yeah.
Good. I play striker for Waterhouse Football Club. I am 17. You are 17. The only difference is that I am playing first team football. You are playing academy football. We're both 17. But guess what now? People are going to say that you are playing at a higher level. You know why they're saying that? Because you are either... Yeah?
Better economy, bigger country, more resources.
Better club and all these factors.
Better club, bigger money, all that kind of thing. Commercial value, everything.
So that is totally fine. I'm 100% agree with you. Now, this is what we do know. Let us put CC and military on the pitch, off play. Let's see how they operate. Let's see how they operate.
But you know, the military. Remember, you know, I do a live the other day, right? I'm gonna talk about it and I say, oh, I think the best way to go at it is like this. You get 40 man together, irrespective of where the man them. Let me use this word, locate. Irrespective of where their location is.
Where they're playing football.
Where they are playing football, where them born, we not use none of them factor there. All of these 40 players have Jamaican heritage. The first thing me I do is find out how much of them have birth certificate and passport. Because I tell you, this is the number one thing.
No, man, hold on, CC. You know, make sense to do that?
Just
factor and say all them ready. All them
yeah.
ready.
But me just want to highlight certain factors, right? So I show the man them say, oh, I know you to the UK or America now have passport alone. Man there so none. But me I say, if you have 40 of the youth, right? You get 40 players together, irrespective of location. The best the best 40 players in terms of who play in Jamaica, who play in UK, who play in America, who play in Canada, or who play overall, if you want to bring in Germany and everything there. So when you bring this camp now, I think you'd have like a 2-week camp. I maybe 2 weeks too long, but I've seen 2-week camp, and then you pick the best 23 out of this 40. So you know you play a squad match, you put some drills together, you do all them things there, but you now pick the 23 best players you think can carry you forward towards the competition. So out of the 40
well on a CC. Alright, so people listen, there's only 2 things I ask for on this channel. That is smashing the like button and also hitting the subscribe button. That is the only 2 things I ask for. And I would really, really appreciate it if you help me by hitting both of them. If you haven't done so with the subscribe button, or if you haven't done so with the like button, it would really appreciate it, because I have over 100 persons watching and barely 50 likes. So can you please, guys, help the channel in getting to that 100 like mark? I would really appreciate it. I don't really ask for like as often as I should, because some of the time I really want to get information out. I want to have the discussion, so I don't like to stop and get into the issue of likes. So just help me reach the 100 mark, and you won't even hear me mention likes again. Just want to reach the 100 mark. Our continue CC.
Yeah, so what I say is, when you have like a 40-man squad, right? And out of the 40-man squad, and you say, oh, we're going to pick the best 23 players out of the squad. You know what that does? It show up a lot of people. Them eliminate all the other little conversation people have around things, saying that, oh man, you have too much conversation going on. That's what I say. We have a problem with the federation now. There's too many conversation, and you leave it open to too much confusion. But to me, you have a 40-man squad, irrespective of where the player play or stuff. For example, if you play in the Premier League military, remember, it's not a trial, You'd already have trials for players who are not really in our league, but them in our academy. The trials now bring them into the 40-man squad. The man that we play in our first team are a player, them coming at the squad. In this 40-man makeup, if you're playing in the Premier League, or you play Premier League 2, or you play Championship, and a guy is playing for Waterhouse, or he play for something the Umberline or Cavaliers or whatsoever, in that training session or in the camp, if you are the better player in terms of what the coaching staff is looking for, it is going to show. So instead of saying that I'm gonna go walk in at the first team because of the camp, out of the camp, because all them things are kind of set up a way, The thing about it is, it's not the senior team. So you have to understand, say it's an under 20 team, so you want to give the opportunity to as many youth as possible. So the camp now have 40 players. If you come from the Premier League military and you're in the camp and you make the 23, in one of 2 things. One is either the selection committee bias, or 2, you're just not good enough. Because at the end of the day, if you're better because you're playing at the Premier League, you are going to make the 23. So why would you be military? If I play in the Premier League and them say a 40-man camp, and me come see you because I look on it and I say 40-man camp doesn't matter to me. Premier League ball and I have to make it 23 based on my talent. So my talent I can show out upon the field. You understand? So I have to make the 23. So I say, yo, if you look on it from that perspective, that means that all of the ball of them who come from the top of the bigger leagues should be making the 23. Because you have 40 man and all of them, you go out there, put them on the field, you're mixing up them and make them play and everything. So you see the combinations and you see their interpretations and you see them IQ in terms of the game and in terms of, for example, like the defensive unit. You see how them read the game. How much time them choose to go down versus how much time them choose to stay on them feet. How much challenge them intercept. How much time, like when the attackers are attacking, does the defender show him goal side, or am I show him to the line? The things that you're looking for in terms of what you want to achieve. You understand? But for you to, this is the problem I have. Persons want to treat the under 20 team as the senior team. So I tell me, say, I'm gonna go walk in a team because you know, say, yo, him the X, Y, Z. So me, I put it in a way where no man now walk in a team. I could have played for Waterhouse FC or Arsenal FC. You're not walking to the team. You're coming you're walking.
So I do think that I agree with you. Basically, you're good. You are good. But look, this is the backlash from that. I'm playing for Arsenal FC, right? And I'm playing first team football for Arsenal FC. If I'm playing first team football for Arsenal FC, and Jamaica is keeping a trial, and as a player who is playing first team football for Arsenal, I would believe to myself that I shouldn't be playing any trials. I should just come and join the team. What if I believe that way? What would you say to me?
But military, you don't notice what I said a while ago, it's not a trial. A 40-man squad is not a trial. Remember saying you not try out for coming to the camp, you know? You have man who are going to try out for coming to the camp in the military. You have man who are going to try out. The man who come from Arsenal FC where you play. He might come in the camp. He not try out for coming to the camp, you know? Yeah, but you see man who play schoolboy football and him not play for the Premier League club, he must try out.
Okay. Yeah, me understand.
You understand what I said? So he must try out for coming to the camp. So when him try out for coming to the camp, you understand? Even some of the man that I play in the Premier League, if you want to make them try out for coming to the camp, but the man who come from Arsenal, the man who come from AC Milan, the man who come from Bayern Munich, he must walk in at the camp. But you see the problem with some of them, man. When you mention that them talk about trial, this is the problem we don't have now in our head. So if a youth play for Waterhouse FC and then play 25 game, and we say yo the youth good from the eye test. You get me? I say military from the eye test where look and say yo this youth have IQ. But you see me? In football IQ big, in control, in technical ability, in tactical awareness, all of them things that we can factor in. You are telling me say that you they must try out to make the side. But the other man mustn't try out for the side. What on the military? Basically, you're telling me say you got discriminate against a man because watch a military. Me born in Jamaica. Me grew up on the island. Me play football in Jamaica. I never had the opportunity to go nowhere else. I yes, so me develop my talent. And me play for Waterhouse. As a young youth, 25 appearance, I mean show my quality. You are gonna tell me, say, me can walk in inside too. If one man a walk in inside, another man have to walk in inside, brother. You can't have man just a walk in inside. I agree that if Lionel Messi is coming to play for a team, you not ask Lionel Messi to come in a camp or a church for your side. That's a different, that's a total different ball game. But the fact of the matter is, what are we saying? Are we saying that we're discriminating against the players who are stuck on the island for whatever reason, rhyme or reason? You understand? Whatever rhyme or reason, the man is stuck in Jamaica and has to be playing for what? Military, if a youth are 16 and play for Waterhouse, you know what is the problem? Our football out here, we never bust the youth them early. Some of the youth them, if we did bust the youth them when they were 16, 17, all in the military, if we bust the youth them when they were 16 and 17 in a Waterhouse and a Arnett and thing. You see, by the youth them reach 18, by the youth them reach 17 and 18, we would have seen a total different quality because the youth them, some of the youth them have the talent and the quality.
Guys, I'm gonna put up the calling number. I'm gonna put up a call number so you guys can call in because I see a whole lot of people are coming in the comment section very much angry, and the truth is that
but what I have to
can't catch all that.
Hold on, the military. This let me address Brian Burke. Brian Burke, you talk about here we go, bust the youths. I am saying but Arnett Garden, Waterhouse, when him the Cavaliers, all them team I say if bust the youth, them what you talk about? Me not talk about something that the national team for bust the youth them. Me talk about all of them club here to bust the youth them earlier. But I'm saying to you that to ask to say to the youth them. Yeah, to say to the youth them.
But
right?
but people are
if me say 40-man squad and the man them coming in at the 40-man squad, and you have come from the Premier League, you're not gonna make it 23. So wait, they want afraid, a man afraid for coming out 40-man squad, and you're a Premier League baller. Are you afraid of that?
All right.
Military, do you know that? Look at this. Do you know that when the man them got a World Cup, the man them have a 35-man squad?
All right. Well,
military, just look into it. When Brazil pick him, Brazil have a 35-man squad and a 23-man got a World Cup and 7-man a reserve.
No, because them run trials. Them the trials as well.
So wait, then what I know? You know, say, Mr. Ronaldinho, as great as Ronaldinho was, Ronaldinho did that on a reserve list. Ronaldinho saying nobody want to play, but I'm saying to you that those 7 players that were in another 35-man squad, them players that were the man them have as reserve. What we are thought them a scrub? Why the man them need to have a 30-man squad or a 35-man squad?
All right.
Remember, out of this in the military, we're going to end up with a 30-man squad, but we have to have 7 reserve players, So why man go tell me, say, the 7 reserve player, a madness. Brother, I want to feel easy on yourself, brother. I'm tell you this.
Let's see.
Easy on yourself, brother.
See, Mr. They have Wolipa built up frustration where you want to Lego. Me see that.
No, because people
the show go long. We can discuss it. We can reason it out.
Military not on too long. But I'm saying that people spreading narrative and spreading different type of goalpost movements that because what I think is that they don't want a balanced team. I think people will majority talk about Dante Casanova from Tottenham but all these players from England and so forth. I feel like if you want everybody be equal, I think everybody should have an equal chance of coming and proving themselves. Not saying the players that plays in the Premier League are those players should come and try out because they're playing at a higher level, right? But I'm saying to you is that I feel like they should come and prove themselves. Okay, I'm worthy of playing in the national team. But people and other people over there in other channels, they're spreading narrative and they're the ones that
me get a caller. Good evening, caller.
Yeah, man.
Me not hear no. Me not hello. Yeah.
Hear me clear?
Yeah, man. Who may I speak it?
David.
Oh, Tevin.
Yeah.
Where's the go now? Because I know say probably you want them have something by your chest or a leg or two as well. Where's the now?
What we say I'm madness them at about trial, Reggie. You're supposed to have at least a 30-man squad or a 25-man squad. Is what I'm saying? You have that. Because even if you sense you have look on trial, you're supposed to play them already,
All right, hold on. Me ask you a question, right?
Me
ask you a question. Which team you play for?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not playing. I'm not playing football.
Okay.
Again.
All right. So, what you know? So, Military Guna want to enter the Premier League. We want to enter the Premier League. So, this is the first thing Military Guna do. We want to have a 30-man squad to enter into the JPL. And we get the rights and everything to enter. So, we're buying Twitter already and stuff. We already have 20 players where we purchase from other clubs because we know that these players can play because we have seen them in the JPL already. So we have seen them. So guess what now, no? We said we'll go across the island, keep trials to see if we can find 10 more players to fit into that 30-man squad. Now I'm going to ask you a question now. Which part you come from?
St. Catherine,
St. Catherine. Which part St. Catherine?
Pine Hill.
What them far bush man? Me the Lindsay man, far bush television man. All right, so you are going with their Spanish town, Military Guna FC, their Spanish town, and we are keeping trials. Would you come at the trials to see if you can make the squad? If we send an invitation, would you come? Are you gonna say you're big on trials?
Yeah, a professional footballer is supposed to come and no trial.
Well, man. Miss Military Guna FC send you an invite to come at the trials. Would you come at the trials?
No, I tell them that.
Why?
No, if me come in, we're supposed to fit in a squad already.
Okay.
And tell me I come jail with players. Me not supposed to come at a trial.
But
I'm madness that.
You miss the whole point. How me say no? Because already say me have well I know.
We see points where that
Alright, well I know.
Well, on the military question.
you
Ask
cannot-
him if JPL.
Yeah.
Well, I know, ask him if a JPL player is not a professional player. He's a JPL player, not a professional player.
Is a JPL player not a professional player?
No, sir. No, call him a no professional.
No, well, I know. How do you
what-
define a professional player?
You call him a professional player.
Yeah, what you call a professional player?
When he's overseas, going to Europe.
When you're going to Europe, are you going to MLS and USL?
Professional contractor. When you see this,
You're going to MLS and USL.
when you got USL, USL.
Hold on there. Military. So ask him if Ricardo Bibi Gardner was a professional when time Bolton bought him.
May I ask you a question? Ricardo Bibi Gardner was a professional when Bolton buy him?
Hello?
When Bolton buy him?
Bolton?
Yeah. When Bibi got Bolton, man, was he a professional when he got Bolton?
Bibi. No, sir.
Man never professional.
No.
Okay. But Bolton buy him though.
Yeah.
Why?
They just buy him. You look for them, you know that they just buy everything. Let me show you the example.
Oh, they just buy him for look on him. They just buy him for look on him. You know, you're not really, I mean,
you know, this is what they do with Hector. When Chelsea have him, them let him go. Because of what? He's not good.
Hold on. You know which Hector come from? Which academy Hector?
Chelsea Academy.
So what you mean by them buying for let him go? Me not understand that.
Chelsea let him go, you know.
Yeah,
No,
man.
mistake me make. Chelsea just let him go, you know, because he's not good.
Oh,
Mistake me make, man. Mistake me make. Not good.
okay.
So let him go.
So me ask you a question. Well, I know.
I'm
Me ask you a question.
You see me, my time, me look point now. If you look deep on the line, there is no country that do a Jamaica, you know. When I walk over, you know. But you're not supposed to know what players are already, you know. You see them in academy.
No, but well, man.
Them not know what ball are them.
You know you're gone. You jump 10 years from now. We don't reach this yet. So because you see, well, man, listen to me, man. Let me tell you, this is what people feel if you understand, you know. We are think like say we are first world country. We have a organized a footballing culture already. Jamaica don't have a football culture, you know. You know why we don't have a football culture? Because of us as fans. This is the reason why.
You know why?
Oh, tell me why.
Politics.
No, man. No.
Politics are behind it.
Oh, no.
Politics are behind it. So that's why this can't go further.
No, politics are
That's
behind.
why we're not turn out in our first world football country.
Listen-
I know country small.
Listen to me, I say. Why you listen to me, I say now? Let me show you about politics, I know. Let me tell you this, right? You see, if it was politics, we wouldn't have no football at all. Let me show you how fans them should take 100% I blame. Now I ask you a question. When last how much JPL game you watch when the season start?
No, JPL football I give you. This is around 2016.
All right.
Watch back that, you know.
Oh, good. From 2016 and I watch that. You only watch Reggae Boyz and Reggae Boyz are played, oh.
Watch Reggae Boyz. I
Okay.
don't know what's going on with them.
All right. Bossy. All right, look on this now. Look on this now. You only watch Reggae Boyz them. So that means that when the Reggae Boyz then call up a team and a few players in a Jamaica in a team, you don't know them then.
Me?
Yeah.
You know them?
You can't know them. Oh, you're gonna know them and you know watch the local league.
You know how we know them?
Mm.
Is it Sports Max?
Yeah, man. What about
Yeah,
Sports
man,
Max?
listen to Sports Max. So, I know them.
But you don't know if them good or not.
You don't know them, brothers. You know what
You
man
can't know them.
comment from the man them, bro.
Hold on, man. What's that?
We can't tell about out of JPL, what man. You see the player one corner league, and you see Bygrave when them can't come. Bygrave can't score for me, you know. Bygrave can't score for me, you know, and something there. You hear that? Corner league where you play and Bygrave can't score for me. Bygrave can't pass at one defender. Then we're something that when I play with we.
So basically, so basically, I say you better not all our Premier League defender them.
No, I mean I say that.
No, but we must buy a score for the Premier League defender them. You know?
Hold on, military. Let me give you one definition.
I know everybody
Give you one definition.
What's on?
Hold on there. Professional professional football played for pay. Sport, the occupation of athletes who compete for pay. Football game or various games played with a ball. So,
yeah, man.
professional,
He must say professional footballer or players who are get paid
the
to
footballer
play for football.
get paid to play. You get paid for your services.
What we say, man? You not getting up here?
No, I'm not even asking more about that.
Which one about? Which one about? Tell that. Which one about?
20,000, 30,000, 50,000.
Well, on, man. Me ask you a question. Listen, caller. Me ask you a question. Which baller tell us you 30,000 them get 20? What? Well, on, man. All right. You don't have to tell me which baller. Well, on. Tell me. Well, on, man. Well, on. Tell me which club then. We can't say the club then. You don't have to call the baller. You can't say the club. Which club? Which club?
Get told
You know, well, on, man. Listen to me, I say, man. You know, there's a reason I ask you now. Me must say me cover the JPL now. Me must say me reason with the ball them now. So that is unless the ball them lie to me then. No man, we can't discuss this. Well, on, man. These are not things we can discuss. These are things we can discuss publicly to make people know what go on. These are things we can discuss publicly. So if a club appear a ball at 30,000, tell me no, because. Let me tell you, me can't fix it, you know.
The ISP team, me tell you, I get the 2 team where I get the ISP, where I get.
Tell me.
I get a look at chain.
Yeah.
I'm unpleasant. I just want a man to go be.
I'm ask you a question. Me can ask you a question. Who is the ISP player in the JPL?
I don't know about them.
All right. So hold on, man. So you cannot have such a strong. You can't have such a strong opinion on something you do not know about. You cannot have such a strong opinion on something that you do not know about. That is what I say. Listen to me, man.
When you look for him, in the US, the man all they get. They're not to get $150 when you check it down in the US.
No man.
So wait, the military.
The
person will work. Hold on, the person will work minimum wage. Hold on, the person will work minimum wage.
Hold on,
it's not voluntary service.
Because a professional footballer, you see.
But Carla, may I tell you straightforward? You don't know what I talk. Carla, may I tell you straightforward? You don't know where I talk in regards to the ball MP. Me 100% sure. Me say when more you leave me. Listen to me. Me say you can call the club name. You don't have to call no baller name because our baller there the club. You can call it the club name. But if no man, you can't tell me no. You can't tell me no because me can tell you say from what I know.
Don't be willing. Then you want me to talk? Don't be willing.
Don't be willing. All right. So it'll go fix. No worry about it'll go fix. If Bala get 20,000, hold on, man.
20,000.
If Bala get 20,000 Jamaican dollar a month, that'll go fix. That'll go fix.
From when?
But hold on, man. Hold on. Bro. But all we can say is that contradict everything what me say. What me know. Listen to me, man. You know, listen to me, no. That contradict everything that I was informed. So me have got to see clarification on that. That is the reason. Because remember, no, so if you not watch the league from 2016 and you're up to date with them peer, me don't know how you keep up to date with them peer. I ain't watch the league. I ain't know the ball of them. Me don't really know how you keep up to date.
We know every. This is what I tell you. What tell you? Them anybody in Jamaica tell us they have ears everywhere.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anyone know that?
If I say so still. So basically then all I ball them I'm reason with I tell me lie then. That's the whole thing I can say. All of them, all I ball them I'm reason with I tell me lie. Well, what age I baller? What age I baller will tell you that? I want a young baller though. No, hold on. I want a young baller who just signed for club. Like you talk like all when I ball them was still at the school or something. On an 18-year-old and 19-year-old.
No matter what. Because the young guy play a bit, And more money.
No man, that for the European market,
hold
man.
on there. Hold on there. Military.
No man, that for the European market. Well, I know, man. I know, say go just. I know, sorry go. What you say?
Military. Are we? Is the conversation?
But well, I call. You're gonna tell him. Me have got to take another call now. Me have got to take another call now. Take Tevin. But you say, all me can say take Tevin. That 150 US the way say. I know say go. But no, me I tell you say I know say go. I want 150 US. I know 20,000 Jamaican dollar. I know say go. I know say go. None at all. But if no, man, enough. Yeah.
Watch out. I'm gonna show you something. Military.
My big club, you know. Like my big club out there, you know.
Alright, big up. You're going, bro. Me I take some other call.
Hold on.
Where's the CC?
Hold on the pin to me forward. So, military.
Yeah.
May I show you something, right? You see, every time, first of all, me just clarify this. Nobody not in here at all about no local versus nothing. On commenter, that a phone objective or motive. If you turn the conversation in the comment section or local versus UK or whatever not. We don't talk about that. We could look on Jamaica dynamics. Right? Versus when him there. Hold on the military, me give you.
Yeah. Alright, so may I get one other call, people. Hello, caller. Good evening.
Good evening, military. Pick up yourself.
Yeah, I've got to turn it nice. I tell you this. Voice a sound familiar.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I know a voice, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, go on. Where's that go on now?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, we ask a question, say if JPL is a professional league.
Yeah.
As far as you know, JPL is semi-pro, put in a league.
Semi-professional.
You understand? Eh?
Semi-professional.
Semi-professional league. You
Um,
understand? Because, all right.
well, your mic low enough. You can't turn up behind that.
But me tell you something, brother, let me tell before you make that thought there, define professional player.
Well,
Define
I'm
professional player.
Well, on CC. Where's the tennis?
When last a man transfer for a JPL to any club or substance in Europe?
What you call any club of substance? What you call any club of substance?
Like a big club, like a reasonable club then. Just not go straight out of JPL.
Remember say I remember the rankings play a big factor in that, you know, man.
No, but minister, we're not about England, we're not about England.
Yeah, talk like the Scandinavian league them.
We're not about Scandinavia, we're not about Italy, we're not about Germany, we're not about France,
No, but no, are European clubs them then?
No, so me answer, when last a man for a JPL transfer to any club or substance, like straight from JPL to any kind of big club. That's what about Slovenia league and anything. That's about transfer. All right, just like how people them could left from JPL and German transfer them and go straight to England and a play first team, put first team.
All right, so me know enough baller when I people play in the JPL, playing in the second tier, and Ghana, some other club. No, Ghana and Domsdale and then Kappa and then club there.
Me not talk about the club there. Me not talk about like when baby they were playing, see?
Yeah.
Just the man transfer straight from Premier League, then into Premier League. And go straight to England and I play. I mean not talk about
the dynamics change, Carla. There's a lot of things. Brexit and everything.
Yeah, remember, so CC bring up said Brexit and all and kind of something that what England put in place in regards to the incoming of baller. Remember, say, even England now, no. Baller can just come from Brazil so, and go in England go play. No.
Yeah.
So it got them something that change up and now still, but it's been a while since like Maggie and them man there. We got Belgium and them place there.
Yeah.
Nicholson and them man there in a recent time.
Maggie got Belgium, but Maggie still not play. But me never talk about Belgium, me talk about like, alright, remember along England alone. England put in the requirement, so along England alone, then can go, see?
Yeah.
Me talk about transfer to a club like any club of substance, like can remember say when I watch football.
Yeah.
We don't watch the Subliminal League. Watch the Subliminal League because
listen to me, Carl. All right, now you know say when you look on all the team, the leagues them down Brazil and the clubs them are there Argentina and them place in the South American region.
Chris,
You know,
crap, brother.
so I know whole of people move from them the league there to even the same big European clubs them as well. You didn't know that? Most of the listen to me I say. Hold on, listen to me I say. Most of the clubs them were in Europe. Most of them were in Europe. About 40% of the clubs them, the ball them come from the club. And then come from within the league.
Alright.
So listen to this now. You have the additional ball them will come out of the South America and the African region, or even the Caribbean region, who are just top players, and then can just go in them. So I'm give an example now. If you're looking at England, how much Argentine top player in a English Premier League?
Look at Spain. Look at Italy. Look how much Argentina play in Italy and Spain.
Yeah, no, well, but remember no. Yeah, we're talking about one country where much what Argentina population? What Argentina population?
No, but no. Me not say.
Yes, we are small in numbers. So hold on
there. A man ask a question. Kai say how much match playing at JPL? Do you know that one league named Moldovan League, one side named Sheriff, beat Real Madrid in the Champions League? A year team in a league. So Kai wanna know how to talk, brother. I wanna understand this thing about how much match you go talk about, how much match play in a league? A 8 team in the Moldovan Premier League. 8. So how much match would I play in another team in a league there? 14. And the Champions League, the man who play. Context matters.
No, man.
I mean, no, you have talent in Jamaica, but when you see CC sell the coin, like you must say, man from Premier League and thing, to come from 2-week camp and very tired. Me no say no for coming out camp, but if me I play in England, I play Championship, I play the Premier League. Me can say, oh, me I will come out tired. All right, because if right now, if Pearson did not play for a Championship club, nobody can tell me that Pearson now walk straight in the under 20 team. Zin?
Why?
If any young player from Jamaica, we're born in Jamaica, I play in a Championship or even.
But you know, Tennessee, you know when you say that, Tennessee, when you know when you say that,
senior side.
People, Eddie are going, brother.
Oh, you have to tell a man, say, you have to come. Come here, man, military. You can come for 2 weeks, eh? Maybe 2 weeks, I go on there, you know, really get to show what you can do.
Yeah.
But if you reach up to the levels, to play in a Championship club, or play in a Premier League club, you must have something about you that you can reach the level. Come here, man. I want if I play like England. Jane? And if you reach the level there, you have to have some kind of quality.
Yeah, which is true. But may I ask you a question? If you at 17-year-old can play and start in one JPL club, you don't think that player you don't have something?
Me not say you don't have something. We have a man who plays at higher level. You understand?
All right. So tennis. You know home. Let me show you now. Let me show you my basis of the reason, right?
All right.
My basis of the reason come off of this. Well, a lot of people don't know. Me only the continue conversation as long as possible before me say this, right? You see, when you speak to players who play outside of Jamaica, who play in the Championship, who play in the USL, who play in the MLS, and also who play in different leagues. It is a vast different understanding and dialogue them have versus what the fans them have. So for example, I speak to a particular player. What are we have him as bad baller? What of Jamaica, every Reggae Boy fan have him as a bad baller. You know that the man will come me and tell me, say, man tell me, say, Jamaica have some unbelievable youth talent. What better than enough I talent them, what them have up there in England. Me not go say, where are we? I know nobody starts Snoop Pro and say this or that. But, this, big up Ryan LFC. Massive respect.
Hey, Chris, Republic, big up. Hold on, let me say this. Hey, one thing in the military, them man have so, hey, let me tell you, I don't know how more Jamaicans, how more Jamaicans know in the lotto. Because them a man a come like so they can go in a people brain and tell them what them a think. When have we talk about local versus nowhere else? Me not busy where a man born or grow, brother. That nothing to do with me.
Listen, that a politics, that is football politics. I'm not here to discuss football politics.
That nothing to do with me,
football.
Brother.
So this is what I have to say. If that the ball what we say, him a this and him a that and him a wicked ball and everything. Him a go say one particular youth player was in the national team. Him say that the youth player when a national team ready, he is at championship level.
Okay.
One of the national player, one of our youngest starlet, him said that the player there ready for championship level. Even better than some of the players them at his club in a team position. And that player I played JPL. So hold on. So listen to this now. So one time a player of that caliber, I tell me then something they know. As an analyst, it tell me say go and think about how you view the players them. Because it'll be like say, let me give you an example. Say for example, Mikel Antonio, they are with the Reggae Boyz them, and we call up one young striker. We are playing at the JPL. Say a striker 17 or 18-year-old. And Mikel Antonio look on his striker and said, this is a striker better than most of the striker them in our West Ham Academy. My question to you is, wouldn't you view that striker differently despite him playing at the JPL?
Yes, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I discredit him and them from Jamaica and say, man, them not talent and them and them not good ballers, see? But what me I say, see? A man can say that to you, see? But sometimes I'm gonna be politically correct.
No man. Remember,
remember, I'm not going England alone. Jamaican can go. See? You know, African championship. You can go France. You can go Holland. See? You can go Italy. You can go Spain. See? So, I just say, the Jamaican player them can go a certain English club because we know about the restrictions and everything, see?
Yeah.
But when I say, why, if they're so talented, see? Why, if they can go to England, why you don't see them go to move to a different country like, all right, go straight to MLS then. Go straight to an MLS club. Because MLS, I feel MLS are improved, but MLS now at the level of some of the big clubs in my Europe. All right, how much Jamaican player from Kemar Lawrence, you see left from JPL and going to MLS and flourish?
Him not flourish, no, still.
I never steal that. And people may not say Peter Lee Basel, I challenge this thing and promote to Jamaica. See? You know why I say that, military? Because last time, the Jamaica under 20 team, you know Jamaica under 23 team, when them pick against St. Vincent and St. Kitts and everything there. And a Jamaica player can remember that thing. And Dominica and St. Vincent beat with all of the talent where people are we have. Maybe the never prepare well, or the coach not good or something.
So remember, them the things that can be factors, you know. What if the coach is not good? All right, well, look on this now. Now ask that question. With all that talent we have with the senior national team, with the Mikel Antonio, the Rabel Morrison, the Kevin Stewart, the Bobby Reed, who else we call Jamal Lua, Ethan Pinnock, Anthony Grant. The amount of name, we can't have calling him right now. We got the talent. Why we never got a World Cup? A preparation.
See?
So what I know. No? So back then, with the same reference I make a while ago, couldn't it be preparation while the man never come off?
But military, look for Celtics military. All you have to tell me say, Celtics are got a team, or Dominica got a team, we prepare more than Jamaica.
Hold on. Yeah, so say a while ago.
If I lose against a team like Honduras or Costa Rica or say El Salvador team there, you could understand. But Dominica and St. Vincent.
No, but look on our national team, man.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at our national
You know
team,
that.
look at our national team compared to other teams that we win or we lose against.
Yes, but you can still say that definitely comes down to preparation. But remember, even Panama.
All right, so you know, for me people are all right. So this entire thing, what people are bring up is and that. My biggest issue, it has nothing to do with trials or quality or anything like that. My biggest issue is actually preparation.
Yeah.
That is my biggest issue because we could bring the best 40 players from right across, 40 Jamaican players from right across the globe. And we don't prepare and we still get flagged by St. Vincent, our British Virgin Island.
But what me I say no, and me not bash man you know. You understand? Me not say man not good like how some man come and say they not good. Come in and say that, see?
Yeah.
Come in know say we have talented players as Jamaica, see? But sometimes I think talent alone now go pull it through certain things, see?
Exactly.
Talent alone just can't carry through everything.
If I the talent alone, all the most talented team in the world that win everything.
Yeah.
They would lose. We wouldn't say a Villarreal beat a Bayern Munich. Wouldn't see that if I the talent alone.
All right. And one more thing I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
You see last time, you see when you see players never play, see?
Yeah.
Like you see a champion player and you see a man playing a different league. You can, even when you play for this, you can see different.
Military.
You can, all right. Look at the
Military.
Canada, see?
Well, on the
You see difference. You see the difference between a Robert Morrison and a what you tell me? And the champion player they want to play on the field. You know, see
No, we don't have no player like a Ravel Morrison. Ravel Morrison is actually a special type of player.
Yeah. Me not bash him on the military. I mean, I say man they not good or what.
But look, Panny, no.
Hold on the military. May I ask a question?
Eh.
May I ask a question?
But what me I say?
Have we not asked any
at
serious?
a higher level, it must have something. Why? Can you be in the military? People can say because a man born in England, why not play? Remember, some millions of players in England, you know, brother. A million of players who are to the same level where you there, you know, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I say? And now players from England alone. Remember, see a player come from all different countries.
Well, what make it?
After you reach up to the levels where you be, you must have some kind of quality.
Yeah, man, no, remember, say, England themselves have politics in their football system, you know. That is the reason why in every club, them have a quota system. Same thing with Jamaican a bash boat, but England them have a quota system in them club football where you have to have a particular amount of English-born players in your squad. It's mandatory. You know why them do that?
Yeah.
To ensure, because England never get no success until they do them put that in place. Because they want to build their league. They want to build them players.
Socially young players over England get play in a club team, but to them quota system a different quota system from where we have.
No,
Totally, because
hold on. What me I say, you know. All right.
Hold on the military. Let me say one thing.
What's the CC?
Me I say, cut out the word camp, because it come like we know a year camp. So here what we are going to have, 140-man provisional squad.
me can't hear him still.
Yeah, me no say can't hear, man.
We want 140-man provisional squad. If you haven't heard that word before, then we can always say. You see the thing about it when we eat military, so when we're having the conversation, man them gone in a who born. Me don't even know some of my man them born. If me see man them name, me just know say the man them are Jamaican. Me don't even know where the man them born, brother. Me no business. Hold on. I gotta tell you this. Hold on, military. If we never qualified for the under 20 World Cup before, watch out. Did we qualify for the under 20 World Cup before? And all of the players were local. But me not really, I gotta tell you, say, you cannot have that now because the dynamics change. You have much more. You get what I say? We would never want that right now. So me not even argue that. We qualify for the under 17 World Cup, all of the man them are local. We qualify for the under 17 World Cup, all of the man them are local. But we cannot have that right now. I'm not advocating for that. But you see the conversation of where man born? Me don't even know where Pearson born. Which hospital, which island. Right now, Pearson could have born in America, and none of we don't know this. Look into the military. None of them could have know where the youth them born. None of them youth whether Jamaica, born at America. They just go to school at Jamaica. Enough people don't know this, brother. Enough of the youth them probably not born on the island. And people don't know this. I don't know where the youth them born or where the youth them grow. Me just know say we want the best 23. So we can have a provisional 40-man roster. So if you don't want say if you tell me say no team in the world never pick one provisional roster before, then by all means you can always say that. But
all right,
as I
so
said to you before,
tennis, where I say now tennis? I'm Tennessee. You hear me? Tennessee, you hear me?
It's different with England quota system and our quota system. Just if Caribbean introduce a quota system, nobody's not here. If Mobile United want to introduce a quota system, nobody's not here, is it? Because I prove that.
Yeah.
But quota system for national team, I don't agree with that.
No man, no man. All right, you go. We don't want to go down that the line there, no. We don't want to go down the line. That I want sensitive here. Many people like. All right. You see this all them things I want to discuss. These are the politics of football. These are the politics of football. Most of them something I want to discuss are politics of football. And I, for one, me love discuss football. You see politics of football, it don't make football better, you know. It don't really make football better. No. One of the things that I look on is this. At the training, many people don't know that you have at the training, even the camp, you have other players from or playing at USL and all them kind of places there. MLS, I believe. And when me look on the pitch, I'm telling the truth, all them attack, the man never grew in Jamaica. And all them chat patois, straight native language them attack. And I sit down a reason, same way, just the same. So you can't know. You can't know.
Military, we don't know the youth them born military.
Exactly. So, look on it now. When them are play, you can't tell which one come from where or whatever. All of them are just quality players playing football together. So you can't identify. All right. So for example, when me go watch when we got national setup, right? I'm gonna go watch the Reggae Boyz them a train. You watch the Reggae Boyz in training session. You can barely tell who better than who. And this is the truth. As talented as Ravel be, you can barely tell say him vastly better than when him Peter Lee. You can barely tell. No. Because not only say training, you know. The thing is that everyone has a possible level where they can play, and then you have a few players who can go above that. Most of the time at training, you see them max out level, and then now them have the above that. So a Ravel can give 190, and then now you have the extra 10. While you have some players for Ravel 90, I feed them 100. So there's levels and tier. The problem is this now, you know. People fail to understand. If you, let me tell you the truth, if you really come on and train them and watch Mikel Antonio in the starting and none of your team.
All right.
If you watch Mikel, let me tell you the truth, if you watch Mikel Antonio, exactly.
Then a match player.
I'm military.
A match player than a trainer.
Also by my team. See? We just want to see them pick the best team. The best. No matter where player them come from. You understand me I say? And we just don't want them pick a team and left out a man on that team but should I in team.
No man, you can't escape from that.
So how you gonna know who's
you can't escape from that. I guess let me tell you what one. So in the event, let me show you this now. In the event, a player walk, one of the Premier League players them come out of the top clubs them, when the top academy, and I play football for the academy, and he come because them say the man enough to come at trials, and he come in a squad, he basically walk in a squad as what them say, and on match day, he no look nowhere near ready. Then what? Because he already walk come in a squad now, which means you cannot take him out again now. Then what? Because they never get no prior preparation to look at him like how the others man and come and then play so you can see their level. What you do then? Is it that a big blunder?
I I mean, understand the finances, but
No, man, me ask if that would be a big. Would you see that as a big blunder? Because you see him on TV. All right, you know people don't know. You know people don't know. Tennessee. You know people don't know. Watching football on TV and watching football with the two eyes are two different things.
Well, that's so.
Two different things. If you scouts them, you don't have no scouts who just sit down and watch football on TV. Any scout and he asks the clips of one player. So one scout and look for one player and he asks clips of a player. So when you get the clips of players, you know the normal do? Invite the players. Invite the players to say, me could see how them look. So the coaches them for the club, the other scouts them come and look, the tactical analysts and them kind of people come and look. And see, give him drills them and them something there, and see how him look. So basically, he might try out for the team. And then now when him see him and say, all right, him look like he have some special skill where we can garner, we can furnish this skill, we can finish this level of skill set. I'll put that in right here.
Yeah.
No, the problem is that no, because Tennessee, you never did none of that, you know. You just go straight into the first team. And guess what, no? You're not ready. You probably have an injury, and because you never tell nobody because they want to play, you come out there with the injury, act up, and then you that. It look like crap on the people in the field.
But that's so still in the military.
Yeah?
But remember...
Let's say what
no, that's so still, but...
Oh, your mum lit low a while ago, man.
No.
Yeah, me I hear, man.
Yeah. Remember this, you know? A man can look good according to the competition when we're playing in the belly.
Mm-hmm.
See? But when the level of competition go up, the man can look like a baby detail.
Of course, no, the cream will always rise to the crop. It's the top.
Yeah, because a man can look like the best player training, and for match day, it still look like garbage, you know?
Exactly. But me not tell us if you see Mikel Antonio in a training, you don't play him. You don't play him. If you see Mikel Antonio in a training, I tell him, me can bet you $1 million, you're not start him.
The man them talk at Chelsea about Eden Hazard. I tell you, say Eden Hazard, that just walk, the man they walk in the training. And for match day, man a killer.
I believe that man supposed to get selected in the squad. Mm-hmm. Because if you go to Jamaican band player, any Premier League bench, 17, 16, he might make the squad. No question.
But wait there, military.
Ask him
why man bring up Jamaican band, brother. The man never stop bring up them things.
Did you know that all of the players them who play in a JPL have to guide the trials as well? So the trials never. Hold on. Tennessee. The trials was not put apart to anybody. To people out of the diaspora, for players who have come from what we play in the European players. Them. The trials was set there for every single player, not specific player. I recently know me I hear say the players who are just coming in the squad. So, and for me, I think that you should have a look at everybody if they're ready. Hold on, Island Card. Hold on, somebody make a comment. Island Card say Mikel Antonio big baller. So what me I talk about? Island Card, me never say him no good.
No, it's a reason, man.
No man, Island Card. I want comment, man. I say Mikel Antonio big baller, so foolishness me attack. And I make him know say. He must say that because he has never watched Mikel Antonio in a training session before. And I who have been to numerous of the training session them with Mikel Antonio, I watch him with me 2 years them. Me can bring up some video right now with some simple little something, some simple little goal them and miss on something there. Some simple little something in a training, miss passes and a little something there. And you wouldn't play him. But on match day, he's a beast. Yeah. He's a notch above everybody.
Yeah, but what we say no military. You believe say a Pearson didn't have championship a player right now. Even if he's not a player, you know Pearson he has to decide without adults.
No, not all things are good right now.
You know Pearson?
No, let me tell you. Man. You spend time I watch the training session. Every man I fight and I give them 100%.
Yes.
Every man I fight and I give them 100%.
Because military.
And every man has the potential to do it. The only thing is that when watching the training session, I realized that Pearson is above the rest of players. Them.
Yeah, all right, but listen, military. Remember, you know, Pearson when I try now because you know they as a club in Europe because with that club in Europe right now, it only the right now. With that club.
Where's the? Where's the logo? Where's the logo?
No, if Pearson was playing championship, he wouldn't have changed the squad right now because he would have.
Just tell him on them, brother, to stop talking about Jamaican band. You see what Tennessee gone? You see who are pushing narrative military? The man never stop talking about man them band. Oh, him knows a Pearson band. Oh, him knows a Pearson band of Jamaica. Oh, him know Pearson band out there, brother. Oh, him know that. Him a Pearson parents.
Well, I see.
I know where man them band.
See. Well, I see. Let me hear myself. Well, I see. Let me hear myself.
No, me I tell you, say any Jamaican player,
Yeah.
anyone of them,
Yeah.
16, 14. I play, make a championship bench, I'm a player, I was.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have trial right now. He would have done club.
Why?
I mean, guarantee you say when that squad select.
Hold on. Why you say that? Why you say that?
Eh?
Why you say that?
No, because if you're a player in Europe now, military, remember say club a player.
Yeah.
They're not going to come on a trial but under 20 trial.
All right. So let me make you know this from now. Did you know, sir? Did you know, sir? Right at this moment, we have players in the under 20 squad who actually play in Germany, right? Did you know that?
Professionally?
Yes.
They will play for that club?
Yeah. I don't live in Germany. I don't live in yes, them a player in Germany.
I play for a club? I play for a professional club?
Yes.
And you're not telling me?
Eh?
You're not telling me I never play for a club?
Them a play for the club. One is in academy, one is in the club.
So military, you're telling me right now, say play and be after years, and Aston Villa right now. You think Aston Villa would have released him to compare with Jamaica under 20 team?
All right, listen to this. No, they wouldn't release him to come. They wouldn't release him to come. But remember, say the competition I keep in a June. Competition I go on in June, right? All club football are done May. Now, at the end of it, you have to have a squad, the BSA squad, from now. Or do you want to wait until the end of May when all the commission is over? Yeah?
No, I agree with the BSA squad, you know.
Exactly. But so that is what that is what me I try to say. So let me take a comment. Because Chevron Pierre said, people me can't take all our comments now. Chevron Pierre said, if you are being real, if a player is playing for his club and is a regular first team player, they wouldn't release him. They're not gonna release him. They're not gonna release him. I understand what you say. But remember, you know, at the beginning of this stream, people tell me say even other countries have friendlies right now. Yeah. So which part of the players have play?
Because most of them players maybe are playing in the league, in a film league.
Okay. Yeah, most of them players are playing in a film league. But we have a mixture. But we have a mixture of players playing in our local league and also playing in leagues abroad. Right. So doesn't that?
But the player where we are right now called trial, where they come from Europe. Me guarantee you say right now, if you check it, if you can play for a professional club or play league right now, and then they're going to play a trial. You must not in the first team or in a squad.
So basically, hold on, you know much.
A championship club, I release a player right now when championship are going. A player with them, whether they're for the bench or in a squad, we can't see them release a player right now to come out under 20 trial.
All right, so Giovanni said MLS next clubs and academies will release players for under 20 international duty. This is an international duty, fine, and I think so many clubs would have released them players. I think so. If these players are vital players to the squad, I highly doubt that. But the question I ask you, Tennessee, how much clubs right now have players who are eligible to play under 20, and these players are first team starters? How much players? Give me 5 players.
John Doe.
I'm never in that military.
Eh? All right. Give me 5 players right now who we are likely to face in this Concacaf Championship. 5 players who are playing first team football at their club. And the club has released them. Not to say club has released them, but them are play first team football for their club right now. A club in Europe.
5 players from
Yeah.
any team.
Someone in the comment section, shot me 5 players, under 20 players, you know. And just don't give me some names, you know. 5 players who are play first team football for their clubs, who we, Jamaica, is likely to face. Someone in the comment section answer that. I know you have some bright people like.
Well, we don't know no player right now, but we can tell you after that.
Well, for qualifiers are on a whole.
For the champion, we're going to play in the championship, man.
Concacaf Championship.
Eh?
MLS player.
So question military.
America have couple players.
I take some of the call here.
Military.
Yeah, man.
Big up, bro. Thanks for calling here.
Military.
All right.
Military.
Yeah.
Question. When Corey Burke are playing at MLS, I'm a professional player, right?
Yeah.
MLS.
Well, I know. So when they loan him out now, and him come at Bethlehem, and then he got Portmore United, he man no longer a professional player.
You must say professional player.
No.
Yeah,
I just want
but he does not play at a professional level, he play at a semi-pro level.
Is
but he's still a
Matax a
professional.
professional player?
Yeah.
Darren Matax.
Yeah.
The last time here, you know, I think a local league Matax a train for play now, you know.
Yeah, man. I
But
say my play for play.
He's still
So
a
wait
professional player, but he does play at a semi-pro level.
But what I know,
still a
G,
professional.
what I said, you know, I never said the league was a military a video with upon and recorded, right? Did I ever evoke the term professional league?
No, you said the player. It's a professional.
I said
level.
professional players
Yeah.
are players who get
But the
paid.
thing is, you not have to pay for a professional level to be a professional player.
But that is why I say, but I'm saying to you that a bag of persons are talking in the comment section about JPL is not a professional league. Like me and them a debate about that. I am saying that who is a professional footballer? A person who get paid to do this for a living. You get paid to play for a living. Once you collect money to do something for a living, it is your profession.
All right.
It is what you do consistently. So I'm saying to you that if Matax come here, Matax is no longer a professional player. You know?
Me no players.
According to the people in the comment section, Matax is no longer a professional player.
Me no players.
Being a professional when him coming to the league.
Me no players at this moment in the JPL who are get paid over 200,000 a month. People outside of Jamaica might look on it and say a soft soap. People who are watch European football are gonna say it's a soft soap. But look on it. Bear in mind the economy, the Jamaican football economy, for a month to be getting over 200,000 a month. That is a lot. That is a lot. Don't put in context what you see in Europe and because when I watch English league, Ryan Sterling make 300,000 a week, euro. I think a pounds make a week. We can't look on that. This is not England. But in that day, we saw the players in the JPL a transfer for 1 million, 1.5, 1 million, 500,000. It means that the league, the market for the league has skyrocketed. The market for the league are rise, which definitely means players' money are going to improve, are going to rise as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I want to tell you.
Yeah, man. Wagwan.
Yeah.
Yeah, the semi-professional thing versus professional. Yeah, I kind of understand both sides of the conversation, but I think maybe have some semi-professional players in the maybe JPL because the meaning football them a play, but you have some of them. Yeah, man, you have some players who have to play football for pay, for eat, but you have some of them, I don't know if some of them maybe I do other job. Because I remember Tuffy and so when he used to play, Premier League, but me and used. Yeah, man.
Usually work at Tankwell.
Yeah, he used to do other work, so you don't call that player, even though he make money with. Hello?
Another
Yeah, man,
point
why
the
here-
CC
why
making,
here
we are
at
saying,
Teddy?
you can be professional, but you have to play at a professional level. That no means say it's not a professional.
Yeah, I believe most of the players are professional, but maybe the money not so good.
I'm gonna
So
tell you
some of
people
them
don't
have to do
understand. Let me
another job.
clarify something. Hold on, Teddy Lee. Let me clarify something.
Yeah.
For example, you see a semi-pro player, I'm gonna tell you how
Yeah.
it go. You see, if Arnett Gardens have a company and you work at the company but you play for Arnett Gardens pay you for work at the company. It's not necessarily that they pay you to play for Arnett Gardens, right? However, you play for Arnett Gardens and you play in one local sport. So you get some form of payment to play, but technically it's because you work for the company.
Okay.
So you're not a professional because if you stop playing, you still going to get paid because you still
at
work for the
You
company.
still at work.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not professional because you're not get paid for play football.
No, you're not get paid to play football.
You get paid for work what you do.
You pay for And the benefit of one of the benefit or one of the cost of doing that is to play for the team as well. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's why I say,
No, but me say tough you to live steel and them thing then or
that's why
professional
Tuffy
player.
is not a professional player.
Yeah,
Huh?
but that's a reason why career cut short.
That's why I said Tuffy
But
no
he ever play for professional level none tall.
I mean,
Yeah, man, he used to play no professional club, no Waterhouse and no professional player. But when I say I'm semi-professional,
question. Who own Waterhouse or who run Waterhouse?
No surprise Waterhouse Coop or something or so.
Me don't know about that, but me I say depends on who run Waterhouse. What role does Tankwell have in Waterhouse?
Yeah, but the player no fear live steel, the player can play football and that we are talking about.
Well, no,
Yeah,
I
what
am saying to you that if I don't know this military, so may I preface it. If Tankwell owns Waterhouse FC or Tankwell have some ownership in Waterhouse FC, and then hire Tuffy for work at the company, they're paying Tuffy basically.
Probably use allegedly.
Well, on G. I'm saying they're probably paying him to work at the company. However, he plays for the team that the company owns. But it's not necessarily that saying that he owns something there. He's being paid to play football specifically. If he's being paid to play football specifically, he would not be doing any other job.
Yeah.
So therefore, he would be a professional football player because his full-time living depends on football and probably some other what do you call them, like sponsorship and other stuff. So that's why I'm saying to you that if a person is talking about playing in certain other league, I'm asking them if a player in terms of Corey Burke plays in MLS and is a professional player and he gets loaned to JPL, does he lose his ranking as a professional player? And them cannot answer that question.
No, Corey Burke is a professional player.
No use ranking for one MLS club are still paying wage and go on loan.
Exactly, but I think the MLS club probably pays a majority of the wage. And
they put more still play some.
Yeah, so
the club cover more side. But he's still a professional player, can get paid for play. Not
man, the conversation not really go left, I am trying to say to these people that them always are trying to chat about things, but them not understand certain concepts. They're here saying, oh, this is a professional league. Brother, the person who shouts the loudest doesn't necessarily is the right person. The person that speaks the right.
All right.
Me don't know everything. But me can tell you this. I know for a fact.
Let's talk about the topic. Under 20.
What them not even realize.
Under 20.
The truth is that, we might mention other people's name, but the conversation never turned left, Remember, so we have to remember towards discussing the issue of the Premier League, players playing at the Premier League, also players playing in Europe as the youth players, because we are talking about the difference between, or the levels between players playing in Europe, under 20 players playing in Europe versus players playing in the local league. That was always on the discussion. Now, we have to bear in mind, we'll always have this discussion in regards to the level of if the Premier League is at the right level, if the Premier League is a professional level versus the other players that are playing at a certain level. So we'll always go down that route. The issue with this is actually we're always discussing. May I hear some nice in the background? Somebody, I tell you, yeah. We're gonna always have this discussion. The reason why we have so much people who have their own narrative and want to impart their own narrative. As I said from the beginning of the video, that my worry has nothing to do with the level or the talent of the players. I have seen the players. I know quality players. I know a level when I see a level that these players are actually playing above the particular level. If these players, if this under 20 team was in the JPL, I strongly believe that they would have been challenging. They would have definitely been challenging, 100%. They would have been challenging. Well, I'm getting another call. I'm taking a call here. A long time I call. Hello, good night, caller. Who's this?
Yeah, Isa.
Who?
Isa.
Yeah, situation.
We just want to chime in on some of the stuff with CC. Being saying. The JPL is a semi-pro league. Chris Williams said that all time mouth. It's a semi-professional league.
We don't even get past that, and he never did say that professional league. He never did say that professional league. We don't even get over that.
Both of you threw the question to the commenters, and when the first caller came on to say if JPL is a pro league, that's what you guys asked. So we just have stated. We never really hear no clarify it like that.
Okay.
So it is a semi-professional league, right? Even the other day, FIFA come and then put in some stipulations, say, okay, the clubs must do this, they must do that, must do this, to become at least a semi-professional club.
Yeah.
Not professional club, but a semi-professional club. So we're coming from an amateur status to semi-professional. All right, so if we're being truthful, it is not a professional league. Yes, some players are being compensated for playing. They're not players that are signing contracts that are held to a salary that they will get monthly. They are being compensated for playing. So if we are being truthful, it is not a professional league, right? Now, on to saying that players playing in professional leagues, which their academies spend millions of dollars on player development and developing the player holistically, and for you to say a player in such an environment cannot walk into a squad and has to go to a trial, to me, is laughable. You understand? When you're going to compare a semi-professional league with players that are starting in that league that maybe 17 or 18 years old, with players that are being developed by academies that spend millions, and you want to say, okay,
all right,
leveling them out to say,
all right, so Issa.
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you.
All right, so let me understand where I come from regards to that. You're speaking about where the players are coming from and why they would have want to go on a trials based off of where they are come from, right?
Right.
So from my perspective, what I have seen over time period is this. I have known cases of players that are in professional setup that are even being mentioned, and people who know these players would say that these players are not ready yet. And we look at these players and say these players are ready and these players are in a professional setup, which means that they must better. And them owner management say they're not ready yet. So how would you explain that?
Can I respond to that now?
Yeah.
Good. And this is the perfect situation that we have now. We have players in the camp currently from Germany, from US, from wherever, that are currently in the camp that are of professional setup, because the coach himself went away, look at players, and he selected whoever he wants, 7, 8, 9, 10, and said, okay, these are what I want. Whoever else is going to come must come to the trial, boss man. You understand? So
Yeah.
the trial is not a bad thing, but if the coach goes out and sees these 8, 9, 10 players and say, okay, they are good enough to come. Whoever else is coming, let them come to the trial. We're not only saying that yes because you're at a better club, you have a foot in. If the coach comes now and use his own eyes,
but me can't say something. Did you know the situation? Did you know the situation that the players of the professional setup will not be coming to trials? Did you know that?
Yes, sir, I know that. That's what I'm saying. The coach already went on.
Okay.
Scout or whatever, if you get eyes to see them, he can say, okay,
Yeah, by the way, Kido is not eligible.
And we select from there. Even CC was saying that if players overseas can walk in the team, other man must count. Christopher Pearson, Tarek Zimenez, they want to come. Them man they are walking outside, brother. The man they are walking outside.
But they're not supposed to walk in their side.
You think it's right that them supposed to walk in their squad?
No, but listen to me, I say no. Them man, they just see them day in, day out, down here already. We see them. You understand? So Christopher Pearson, we see him already. Tarek Zimenez, we see him. Them man, the camera, we see him. The coach see him. But the reason why them even in the camp now is probably because they are here in Jamaica. And they are able to come to the camp. They have no farmer logistics. Because if you why they can't come, so they come. It benefits them. They are children with the group. You know what I'm saying? But them are going to work in a squad same way.
All right.
So I don't have a problem with that trial, and I don't have a problem with players walking into the squad. Because it is going to what works.
May I ask you a question? If you are creator on squad, if you build a squad, right? You're inside of Jamaica. You're inside, I'm missing number. No, you're not inside of Jamaica. Which way you look? Oh, you're there at Jamaica. Which part of Jamaica are there? Mobile. Oh, Reggae Boy Central. Drop the point where you say no. Okay, you said the argument we have right now not relevant to the miss, and you're missing the bigger point. So drop a point to me and miss, and let me know what relevant. Because I think I see him, and I don't want to discuss. I want to discuss something different. Hold on.
You know what? You know what?
Something different. I discuss. I mean, I discuss what you want to hear.
No, yeah, you know what happens sometimes when you're having these conversations.
You know, we're making a company panel.
We see how much percent no battery there. Yeah, we can make it, man. You can send me the link.
Me drop a link in the comment section. Let's jump on the panel.
Yo, watch out. The problem we have when we're having this conversation is this. So when we're having the conversation military, nobody wants to preface the conversation. You cannot just dive into a point without expounding on certain key terms. We mentioned the word professional. Therefore, we have to define the term professional. We have to define certain key terms that we have in the conversation. Otherwise, we are going to have a meaningless or not very fruitful conversation. Because this is the reason why I said to a lot of people, them drop the word xenophobic. How many persons that are watching knows what xenophobic means? Some people probably go Google it or do other things, but I'm saying that every word that you use and it sound, you have to like preface it and say, all right, this is what we mean by saying this. That's why persons got the wrong interpretation of talking about semi-pro league versus player, because we're talking about players. And then we're talking about, when I mentioned and said, a provisional 35-man squad, 40-man squad is basically saying, and I see every country call a provisional squad most of the times. The reason why some countries don't call a provisional squad is because of lack of resources. They don't have enough money to fund like a week for a 30-man provisional squad and then cutting the squad down to 23. But they see a lot. I see Mexico provide a 35-man provisional roster, and then by the time they weed out who they're weeding out, then
Owen said just like when you Google professional.
I mean, Owen, guess what happened?
A good point to bring up still.
Encyclopedia. But I'm just saying that a lot of things that we discuss, we have to like.
Yeah, we can't. All right.
We can't just set things and really put it in our context. I'm military. You see, Moldova. A man asked me, Kai, I think in the comment section, how many matches we play in the JPL. And he was trying to use matches to determine a thing. So I'm saying to him that, do we know Moldovan Premier League? The Moldovan League has 8 teams in the league. A team in the league played Real Madrid in the Champions League and they beat Real Madrid. But that is not even relevant to the conversation. But the basis of the conversation is 8 teams are in the league, a 12 team in the JPL. So therefore we have more team than this league. You understand? So
but the Denmark League have 12 team in it too. And Denmark is a Denmark League, the Danish league. For Denmark have 12 team in it too. So
I think all Scottish League have 12 team have been around.
Yes, amount of team to determine whether the league
what I'm trying to say is he was saying that if me know how much game a man play for a season and trying to dictate that, I'm saying to them that we always try to say things and throw things out there in the year and not bring it into context. That's why I didn't want to clarify, say, a professional player is not determined by necessarily in terms of if you're playing amateur league, if you're playing a non-league, you're not naturally you're not going to be a professional player. But the next thing about it is players are getting signed to other leagues and they're being transferred. You cannot transfer a player who is not a professional player because it involves a contract. And a contracted player who is professional, you cannot just go on. So all of these things are tied to certain things and it has to meet certain stipulation by FIFA. For you to transfer this player to all MLS or transfer this player to USL for a fee, it cannot be that they are saying that the player is not a professional player. Mark you, the league that he is playing might be a notch below the other leagues, but it doesn't impact on the fact that this player is a professional player. That's why I argued for if Corbett get a loan and come into the JPL, is he now not a professional player anymore? Because
he's still a professional because he's still contracted to his club.
All right,
so he's still a professional.
Example, in non-league in England, like last year, highest non-league in England is not a professional league, but have a lot of professional players playing in the league. So them on a professional contract, but they does not play in a professional league.
Right.
Depends where you play. Is the contract determine whether you are not a professional?
You're professional.
That's why when I say somebody was saying that Bibi wasn't a professional, I say you buy the man for £1 million. You bought Fuller for £1 million. Like a person who is not a professional player in 1997 getting bought for £1 million.
Yeah, because he's coming from a semi-professional environment.
No. Just listen what I say a while ago. A player who is not a professional player. He's not a professional player. You're going to give a club £1 million for this player?
Because he's coming from a semi-professional environment.
No, but listen to me saying in 1997, £1 million in 1997. That's when Jamaica never had $1,000 bill. There was not a $1,000 bill on the island. £1 million.
We still are going to say the same thing because he's coming from a semi-professional environment and he's now going to become a pro. You can't go around that. You can't go around that. No time.
Look on this. So Reggae Boyz Central said the overreaching point you are missing is that Jamaica hasn't been successful at all in the last 20 years. Most homegrown players are not developing to a level where they can compete at a certain high. I think it was keep a high level, and we keep using them. Since that to the last 20 years. All right. So for the under 20, what success as the under 20 has seen in CC? What success as the under 20 or the youth teams have seen in the last 20 years?
In the last 20 years. I mean, he deliberately did that because in the last 20 years, we have not qualified. We qualified 2001, so that's probably deliberate. But we have seen...
we qualified 2011 for under 17. Right?
Yeah, that's under 17. We qualified 2017.
We're not talking about under 20, what about youth, our youth teams?
Oh, yeah, we have went to the under 17 World Cup in 2011. But separate and apart from that, we have not necessarily done... very well. We haven't really done very well. So it kind of stretched out.
And to be honest, we have done, to my knowledge, the last campaign we did very well to compete with the likes of Mexico and missing out on goal difference with players that
We did well
were
in
not
that
professional.
too.
Because I remember Instagram interview with what his name again? I don't remember his name, but he was a part of that under 20 team, and he was saying that after the Mexico game, I think he was the captain, and after the Mexico game, the Mexicans were texting him and thing and say, "Yo guys, you guys are good. Ray, what club do you play for?" And the guy that tell him say, "Yo, them a school boy," and he couldn't believe, and he said the Mexican say, "Yo, so the number 10 that was Tariq Magee." He said, "So the number 10, which club he's playing for? Which club is he playing for?" And he say, "Oh, a school boy, them." The man them couldn't believe, the Mexican them couldn't believe. Say a school boy them a play against. You see what I say? And if those guys were playing at a higher level, probably would be more successful. But the point I'm making, we did very well with those kids who were coming from schoolboy football to compete with players. When the man they are coming, Louis Vuitton and Vehicle Academy and security man say when the Mexican them are coming, a security academy. You know what I'm saying? So the levels are like totally different. And we need to step up our level now with players that are playing professional.
No, but the reason for
saying
that is lack of development.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that the players here are not good, but yeah, go ahead.
So this is how we look on it, right? So since then until now, one of the key factors that has happened doing that from then until now is this: the role of the vloggers. That is the key difference between what was happening then versus what is happening now. But to my understanding, and I'm going to reason on this on a big man level, I'm not going to reason on the level of fantasy world. I won't be reasoning in fantasy world. I'm going to reason on a big man level. There are many factors that we should apply here. And I want everyone in the comment section to just take a keen listen to what I have to say. Since we're moving from, for the youth level, using straight schoolboys. That is what we're moving from. Many schoolboys we're moving from. The straight schoolboys playing in the professional settings. We'll move from that. We've gone to the era where we have we have players who are playing in the local Premier League, playing in the youth level, which was never happening before. And we were
right.
We weren't good, but we weren't that bad. So
right.
I do believe that in that sense, it is a step up. Now, I do think that most of the fan base want to see us moving from being a baby, from creeping, go straight into running. That's what we want to see. We want to bypass all the developmental factors in regards to infrastructure, planning, football industry inside of Jamaica, footballing culture. We want to bypass all of that and just jump straight into success. And the truth is this, the reality is this, it will not happen like that. It will take time. And I said this earlier on the stream, we do not have a footballing culture. Jamaicans will love to talk about football, but when it comes on to the real nitty-gritty, we not support it. When it comes on to the real nitty, all right, so somebody come up with an idea, right? Somebody said, for the Nation League, all the games that were going to be played at home, the YouTubers, this is what they said. Let's see, me go test how willing the fans are. If fans want to see football great in Jamaica, we know it's not going to happen right now. So someone make a suggestion to me. I was really thinking about it, and the suggestion is this. For the Nation League, what if it's a case in which the Reggae Boyz fraternity regarding to the viewers them, all the viewers them on all the channels them, and the bloggers them would come together and put together a fund, a Reggae Boyz fund, maybe a GoFundMe or something like that. That fund is to give Jamaicans who cannot afford to come off the game free ticket to come and support the team. So, yes, we are spending money, but it is for the good of football in Jamaica. we want to see if we can give the boys for the Nation League full support. Is it possible for the boys to get a full stadium coming in the Nation League? Is that possible?
That will never happen. This JFF. We see that happen with people. Some people like organize vloggers them and donate if you do that. Like the JFF. If that happen, the JFF now go involved.
No, the JFF would not involve. We would get it done, and we put a plan to the JFF saying that we have come up with $2 million Jamaican dollars. And we know the full capacity of the stadium is like 30,000. And we know you won't get the 30,000. So we're going to pay for 20,000. So say for example, each ticket is $3,000. We're going to pay for 20,000 of the full of those seats. 20,000. So we're going to give you that money. The only thing that we want you to do is this. Tell the fans that come to the National Stadium free, and you're going to get a free drink on entrance, a free drink and a banner and a Jamaican banner. Let me see, where's the banner? I can't find it. And a banner on entrance, and we're going for those 20,000 ticket seats, which is already paid for.
That can work, yes.
With the support, all the support behind the boys, people come out and support, and it's a win-win. JFF get their 20,000 seats, in which I highly doubt that they will get it, but they get their 20,000 seats. And the Reggae Boys get their full support.
No, JFF getting money that they care about. Yeah, that's possible, but who go do that, donate that?
That is the
possible,
thing.
Yes.
We have many people who say they want to see the football get better. We have many people who want to say they want to see a full stadium, not knowing how tough it is in Jamaica. All you donate are maybe like $20.
You can create a GoFundMe.
$20.
Everybody put something.
I think it's like $20. Maybe if I think about it, the Nation League away next summer. So if we'd definitely have like maybe like 2 months or month, 6 to 8 weeks of putting some $20. I have 11,000 subscribers. I know enough I won't have money like myself. But if even 10,000 out of that gives $20, that's basically 200,000 already on the plot. That's 200,000 US. No, 20,000 US, I should say. Sorry. So we are basically would definitely be somewhere near there. But me know say 10,000 now can't really give. But at least say at least 5,000 here and just $20, just 20 US. So I don't know. Is it possible? Me no want be treasurer still. Cause me no want to Jamaica. Me no want put me on Jamaica.
It's possible. Yes, it's possible.
Okay. So John Doe said a fan club sounds a smart idea. Of course we can do that. We can do that. But me don't know if people are willing to do it. I don't know if people are willing to do it. Probably coaches Dex that be the treasurer. Me trust coaches Dex. Let him be the treasurer or one of them. I will create a fan club and have a joint account. We have the accountant for it. We have the what do you call it now? The person who organize it. So this is my idea. Chris Smith, anyone, people in the diaspora or people in Jamaica.
Military is a very good idea, no.
But all right, so this is what happened. So we are going to have backlash. Hugh Williams said if Jamaica was winning, there will be no need for that contribution. That's only a band-aid on a sore. Listen, Hugh Williams, wouldn't you want to see a full stadium?
You have to start somewhere.
And Exactly.
Yep, you have to start somewhere.
Just the same as though right now with the under. All right, so Calvert, we go back to under 20s. This is the under 20s. We discuss football into totality now. Just the same as though we want to see the team doing good, but we don't want to take the necessary steps in creep, walk, run. We want to just boom, creep, run. We want to bypass the middle ground. We just want to reach the final product. There's no way in the world where you can build a house if you don't put the foundation, or you can put on a decking and you don't have a MIG. That makes no sense. You have to be structured. Now, we can beat JFF for many different things. But this time around, at least you can say things are actually looking a little bit different. That's it. Yes, it can be faster, it can be quicker. But at the end of the day, it's not going to happen overnight. We still have other people to come out at certain positions and them something there before we can say the right thing. Yes, Barclay, we're going to go back to the under 20s. All right, so Barclay, they asked me a question. El Pagino said they need to drop the prices for the tickets first, bumping up the people. Yeah, we can afford it. All right, so Barclays, they start off with what happened at the training session yesterday. What happened with the squad match? So there was a squad match yesterday. I do believe that maybe they had one this evening again. They have been having numerous amounts of squad match. What I saw from the squad match is intensity, high press, high tempo. You don't even have to take my word for it. I can say, you know what? Before we go any further, let me see if I could drop a small piece of it. Let me see. All right, so Duncan McKenzie over a penalty. So what can go on from this? Yeah, man, the line referee, where you check? Spotty ball. Looking at advantage, Duncan. Come over, keeper. Watch the ball. Watch the ball. Look on him in shoulder. Look on his shoulder. Look on his shoulder. Well done. So it's longer than that. It's actually longer than that. Go back in the comment section. Remove the comment. Hugh Williams said the foundation is not what you're putting forward. People like winners. We need to start from scratch, and that means eliminating a lot of the current JFF executives. Yeah, but when will that happen? When will that happen? When will that happen? That is the problem. Karim said the players in the professional league should come in for friendlies to the tournament. Jamaica, YNN Yanad or Nod, Jamaica football structure. Yeah, Chris Smith said I think we should have a quota system for the contribution. Nothing wrong with that. Giovanni said, let's not just make same mistake that we have been making for 20 years, where the under 20 team is centered around players that in the next senior World Cup cycle become unattached and cannot contribute. I agree. Who is the number 9? Number 9. I don't remember.
I think I call him name. I think I call a name earlier for somebody who was playing striker. I don't remember. I did call a name though.
You want for something there? Probably Aldridge.
I think you did say Aldridge. You did call a name. You did call a name, man.
Big up Wilson. Chris Smith said quota. Calvert said when will this team actually be assembled? I think it's in the final stages. But there are players, remember no. The top leagues are still in process and they won't let go some of their players. So there are players who still be. So we have 10 more minutes to go. Calvin said Fuzzy said he's looking out for a outright number 9. Early on the news today. That's good. I think Aldridge is more of a second striker. He's not more of attacking midfielder. Skillful. I think Aldred is skillest player in that squad in regard to just skill level, like Pyle and Salah.
You think so?
Yeah, man.
Yo, man, I tell you, say, see Pearson have that too, you know.
Yeah, man.
But
Me know
when him going at them, yo,
Pearson good.
me biased towards Pearson and Powell because me know them.
Yeah.
Me I tell you, when me say me know Pearson, I play ball for Astro, man. One bag of thing. So me know same skill. But when me watch him play in terms of Manning Cup and the Cavaliers, him not really do all of them things there. You understand?
No, different level. Remember, the higher intensity, I less likely. I wanted to point little free.
Yeah.
But
but me tell you, him skill though. Me not tell no lie. Him skill, like crazy skill.
Okay. See, I him man. A 2 number 9 no. There was 2 number 9. Paul Max one number 9. Kamali Paul number 9. But there was I think it was another number 9. Somebody else was in number 9 as well. I believe so. I can't remember. Him skill man. But as we say, still, me don't know. I go ask him.
Yeah, man.
I go ask him. Them a virgin us. Them a virgin us. I go ask him. You know something.
Skill, but.
I go ask him. I go ask person. Me I shot him message right now. Right now, I shot. I say,
I can't text him right now too, man. Can I tell you, I'm a boy, man. Straight out of Carnival courts, man. Yeah, man.
Me feel like Aldred skill on him.
You're probably right, you know. But I tell you, Pearson has skill, you man.
Aldred on I skill the flair wing of them are midfield of them. Really fair.
But what Pearson have over a lot of them is IQ, you understand? Which
man.
Is very good.
Hey, my word, man. Same like Blake and Powell, them smart man. Them play
yeah, man. And yeah. Powell, Kamali, me tell you say, me tell you
gliding,
when I was watching, yo, me tell you say,
gliding.
me got them training session when him down here before him leave, right? That's when I know him up on the side. Him did the train with this team almost get promoted to the Premier League. I don't remember the name. Must be Parkland. I'm going to Jared Park, and that's how the little brown youth there. I see him play the big man, and I never remember seeing him. I'm tell you say, when that man take the ball, nobody not take it from him. Glide on the field, control,
yeah, man, glide, man. Glide. You know, run. You know, he might move, but I don't run.
Yeah, man, the hard second ball, and him. That's with him low center of gravity too. Man, tell you say. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Look like I'm looking.
But that's a hope to the team.
Yeah, man. I tell you, all right. So there's also another midfielder. I think he plays CDM. I look at Brown Maga youth. Rough, man. Rough. Really, really rough. Smart, intelligent. As Mr. Still, one of the biggest factors I love about this squad that is assembled, is not only the fact that they are good technically and that they are good physically, is that they are smart. They are very, very smart players. They play intelligent.
That is it, man.
They play play intelligent football, man. Just as
so tell me what some more of the players them to know. You can't. Yeah, man. Me only can talk about the players them when me know them. I tell them about some of the other guys them. All
right. Me can't. Hold on. Me look on my list.
I want to know what go on in that squad, man.
Check something.
Yeah, man. So me run through some many of them. All right. So see, let me help on some place. All right. But you have some names in us so I'm not familiar with it because as you know. Cool.
All right, so Clear Clark look good. Blake, Edwards, David Edwards, Tajay Anderson. All right, let me say me can buck up on some. All right, so basically, even one good keep. The keeper from Dintil, I don't know if you know the keeper from Dintil, Hutchinson.
Yeah, I heard about him.
Who played the Casa Cup. Best keeper in Jamaica with the ball and foot.
Yes, him look good. Him look good.
He's the best keeper in Jamaica with the ball and foot.
I heard some people commenting about him. I heard that his height though. They say he's good with his feet, but his height is probably the only takeaway.
Him have every single thing, everything you have. When the ball kick 500 miles per hour to him and he goes up, just
Suck it in.
me I tell you, man. Tough, in tough man, in tough, but in height.
What about our defenders, our centre backs?
All right, so
Who
some of the
look good
center back
today?
them. Let me see. Oh, Zander was there as well. I'm
Cool.
quite sure someone knows Zander. Craig Butler
Yeah, man,
from
we know
Phoenix
Zander.
Academy. Yeah, him look good.
Probably
About
good with the ball at his feet and thing. Or what about his physicality and reading of
No.
the game and them little things?
Our physicality is not as physical as the rest of the players them, but he's good at the ball at his feet. He have a really good kick, brother. Yo, that man can strike the ball. He can strike the ball.
Yeah.
Once him in the 30 yard region, he can strike it. Flush.
Cool.
Flush. I don't know if Zimenez can hit the ball already. You know, we never have to discuss Zimenez. Oh, Duncan McKenzie, bro.
Yeah.
The man
Is
evil.
he a winger?
No,
Is he a winger?
that number 8 /10.
Okay, cool.
Duncan
cool.
McKenzie is one evil little dude. Evil. Slick, smart player. Me tell you, the squad up. Listen. Many people, that is the reason why me hear some of people that ball out, you know. Me I say, you guys are not seeing the players them.
Right,
You guys are
right.
really not seeing the players them. It is so different when you hear people talk about them versus when you go look upon them for yourself. And it's not all right. Many people hear about I'm gonna get another caller. Hello, good night. Yeah, who is that speaking? Which Christopher? Oh. The what? When me have it? Yeah, man. I live around now, man. Yeah. So, yeah, something to say upon it? You want to talk to me off here? All right, no problem. Yes, you say want all right, yes. Any say you want to talk to me?
When I play them that?
No.
One of the players are just okay, cool.
Yeah. Karim Grant said, military, how will he see the players if no information is provided for the fans? A whole year, so we have to go by. That is so true. But Karim, you know the funny thing about it? You have many people who are running a narrative and they have never seen the players. Never seen the players. I have gotten, like somebody give me 3 players, right? Somebody give me 3 players who play overseas. Them play, I think them instead of them playing at some academy in a championship or some lower level in a championship. Give me 3 players. And I said to the person, have you seen these 3 players play before? No. But he heard on a program that they're eligible. So we should consider them because they're good. And I said the question again. Have you seen with your own 2 eyes, seen these players? I said no. But you're telling me to talk about them, and you yourself who don't know them, don't know if they're good or not. Not because someone said they are good, that means they are good. Watch them for yourself. People, I would advise all of you guys, all the players that are being mentioned, it doesn't matter what level they are playing, go and look back at, go and watch them for yourself.
Do your due diligence.
Yeah, look how they respond to pressure. Look how they operate when their team is losing. Look how they operate when the team is winning. Look how they operate when their team is under when they're flustered. Or they operate when they receive a yellow card. Look how they play on and off the ball, movements. Do they put in enough intensity? Look at all of these factors before you can say this player is ready. So watching 1 or 2 games is 100% not enough. It is 100% not enough to say a player is ready.
Yo.
1 or 2 games is not enough.
You watch the last part of the video?
Which video?
If you renounce ownership, you won't be able to use now.
Yeah. big up this massive respect, man. Definitely thanks for coming on. We're gone 2.5 hours now. A long time with you. That's a long with you. Soon close off now. No, tell you, me not hide no man. Anything me I say, the whole world can know. Yes, Giovanni Devante is quick man, really quick. Don't know mind call me already. Hello, Carla. Yeah.
Titan, you and your panel and all the people in the chat.
Wagwan.
Yeah, when I talk about the team, but now going like Jamaica to play against Jamaica. Jamaica will play against Honduras and Costa Rica. Those teams are playing a tournament right now. Those teams have chemistry and
which tournament do I play at?
The U20 tournament, they might be a tournament right now where they call UConn.
UConn? Pronounce UConn?
I remember what I saw a UN play against Belize. And you see 6 Central American team them. And them are play together. Belize, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Honduras, Guatemala. They might play a Central American tournament right now, U20. And last night there's some game.
Find it and send it to me. Maybe can do some more research on it. But remember, I know say if we want to get better players, right? Yeah. And them are play one tournament right now. We are there for them players that play so that they can facilitate to play a tournament in a middle one season.
But you cannot.
No man, hold on, answer that first before we move on.
Yeah, them playing in them league, and with them league is wrong better than Jamaica league. Jamaica is 12.
But how are them are playing in the league, right? Well on.
Yeah.
So how important are they to their respective teams in the league so that the team can allow them to go and play a tournament in a middle season?
Well, remember, Costa Rica national team locked down the league for the national team, you know. Some people are more patriotic, you know, for the national team, you know.
Yeah.
Some people have somewhere going, you know, on lip service. Some people doing the action.
All right, fine. So all right, hold on. So that's a Costa Rica, right? So them patriotic, so they use most of the players them inside of them region, right? Right?
Yeah, them league.
All right. So look on this and now. I use players. I use basically 40% of a team in a full league, and then the other 60% are possible outside of our league, which is Germany, MLS. Some players come from England and all over. So, would you say that full team would be ahead of them, or them still ahead of we?
No, can't be.
We can't be ahead of them.
No.
All right. So if we have so much players who are play at such a high level, if we have players who is not playing in a Jamaica who are playing at a higher level, how is it that them are got their head away?
But yeah, with Michael Antonio, with all these players who come national team, with chemistry, cohesion, know each other.
Okay. So may I ask that question now? Which one more important? Yeah. Which one more important? Quality or which one more important? Quality, chemistry, or cohesion?
I mean, so yeah, say we have to exclude that they don't have quality. They have quality too, but they have cohesion plus chemistry.
All right. Good. Now, our problem is we are arguing about quality.
We don't have a quality problem, you know.
What do you think we have?
Chemistry and cohesive problem.
I agree with you 100%.
Jamaica don't have no minutes. They don't have no minutes playing together in a international friendly. The same with the girls. With the U20, with the U17 girls, and they don't have no minutes together. They have only a session against some maybe parish team. I don't know, but they don't have any minutes in a meaningful game with me or something. Those are minutes. It's just like if you're a tradesman, if you're a plumber, the more problem you solve, the more hour you're on the job, you become a better tradesman. A one year tradesman can't compare because he don't have enough problem solving skills as a man who have 10-year under his belt. He has more minutes like the outsider. You know that book, The Outsider? You have 10,000 hours of practicing something. Just like a Lionel Messi and a Cristiano Ronaldo. That's why they are great. They're such good players because they have minutes. They have minutes under their play, hours and minutes and days under them belt. Our national team, that's the issue. it's not a quality problem we have in Jamaica. It's some overall quality. We have some deficiencies, but our most important thing is that we don't have enough minutes, enough matches played together, enough caps. We don't have the caps.
Yeah, me agree with us. Me agree because I said that the team I'm going to look on yesterday, I don't think it's a quality thing. Me I look on the team as hard so far quality mark, quality stick. So me have my list of things that me I look on, right? And quality get mark off my list. Quality mark off my list. That is there. Cohesiveness, or no, physicality, that is there. Aggressiveness, that is there, which is natural. Speed, technicality, all them there. No, when we look at now, soft factors now. Chemistry, that's a question mark. And most of the players them just play together. Moral is there. Can't miss the man them really jovial, them are reason with each other and them good. Even the man them would just some of them probably just come up straight part of them attack. Them a chat them native language. System. The system is being implemented. We can see them a try what Fuzzy are put in place. And we already discussed Fuzzy, which is the coach, what we expect from him. But as I said, still the only thing is chemistry. I do think that chemistry, and that will only come when we play more games together.
It's not only chemistry too. There's like 4 or 5 components play football. There's technically, tactically, your effort, your physical.
But hold on, me mark them off, you know. That's how me mark them off. Now remember me say no. The technicality is there. The physicality is there.
But because of military, we can't judge the technical ability of a player until they are a real match condition. We have to have a simulation. That's why we have a simulation. So we need to have a game even against Trinidad.
Let me tell you, what I look at, you know, is I watch him. It's a squad match. I watch him play now. And if them can't play, I know. But did you know that the higher level you're going to football, even the training session is like match day? Did you know that?
But in Jamaica?
Everywhere. No, I mean, a joke. Where I say?
Jamaica, we are talking about the military, man.
Yes. Hold on. You watch local football?
From 1992, I watched local football.
All right. Hold on. Yeah. You watch local football now. You watch local league right now, recently.
Yes.
You're sure? You're sure? What league? Tell me top 3 teams in that league right now. All right, and give me top baller from each one of them.
You see, top baller for Dumby Olen. You them Christine at midfield, and you come from Mobile that midfield and the Bygrave and the best baller league for me are the McGregor. Just watch you the dangerous baller.
All right, who are bad baller for Arnett?
Let me see a CFAS and CDM. I don't know why you play like Duarte Brown. I don't remember his name, but this is CFAS and. Mr. CFAS over fast, you know, in for the poor, but in quick.
All right, me I'll give you a pass. You give me some good name. Nikai Christian from Dumbo Walling, Demario Phillips, and Bygrave. From Waterhouse, you have Denard Thomas. You have Benbow, Bradford. You have them defender Wilson, that's Elvis. Them right back Thomas, you have Thomas as well.
Military.
Now midfield, yeah man. But one. See, you go watch the match, right? Up on TV, you watch it. Oh, all right. When last you watch a game live? When last you watch a game live? Long time now. How long time you move?
2009, because it's the pandemic, we really watched on live because it was the game just that coming on the island, right?
Oh, all right. So what we can tell, the truth is that the game, the level of the intensity of the league, it turn up. You can't go and watch back some game, man. You always see, man.
you talk technical now. The level of the league come up in our in terms of pace and aggression, technical players.
Technical players understanding of the game vast different from back in the days. Me tell people that people say foolishness in the chat. People, yeah, man, what people say foolishness in the chat?
The league is way better in the late 90s, early 2000s.
All right. So you see that what you say? You say that from a fan's perspective. You see the coaches them, I say something different.
Yeah. But the coach, but military, me trust no coach at Jamaica, because the coach at Jamaica have talent, you know. And them can't get the talent up to a par, you know. So all them
but because them can't get up to par, no means that them don't talented. Remember, all right, me ask you a question. McGregor talented?
You mean it's a quality player?
All right, but you know you just say all coaches.
I see a gem. I see.
McGregor's a talented player, man. Him lethal, man. But you see, back in the days, let me tell you, man. Back in the days, football, it is not as technical as we are right now. Me can't tell you that. People, yeah, many people are going to disagree with me. Eh? So, exactly. Me know. Watch. It start from the schoolboy football level, where you have schoolboy footballers play all 3-4 different formations in a one game. That never usually happen. Back in the days, 4-4-2 done. 4-4-2, everybody a play. Big kick and run. Eh? I play a dribble?
Yeah, well, I see a man be 3-4 man in the
one of the best dribbler in the Premier League right now, I don't know Thomas.
No, but well, I see him dribble. Well,
yeah, every game he dribble. Sometimes I be a cuss him. Say my hold up on the ball too much.
Them things they come out of the ball game, though.
No, man, no come out. Not telling no come out, man.
In the ball game again.
You know, come out, man. One of the best passer in the JPL at this moment, and Nico Christian. That man can ping a pass anywhere on the field. Anywhere. You're there in final. All through kneel of a eye.
And you used to come from Montego Bay to for the second WL.
Yeah, man, no, you know, man. Them Mario Phillips. Talented player, man. Talented player. So as you say, still, I understand say not trust the coach him because them say talent in a country and then can't manifest it. But nevertheless, talent is in the country.
But no, all right.
You know why I know the talent in the country? This is how I know the talent in the country. Listen to what other players are say outside of the country. Listen to what the scouts and coaches outside of the country say.
More ask a question. When Ghana win the U20 World Cup in 2009, how much of them play there? How much of them play there?
Well, on the CC, it's one attack one time, CC. Where's the CC? Where's the CC?
No, I say when Ghana won the U20 World Cup in 2009.
No, I make it here. Me not sure.
How much of the players were local? When Brazil won in 2011, how much of the players were local? But you see, this is the problem we're having now. There's a lot of dynamics with a lot of things.
I'm finish up. Where's the boss?
Yeah, finish up. I'm going to ask you a question. You watch the TP League, you watch the Ascension League right now.
Do what?
The Trinidad Pro League. You watch the Pro League right now.
There's somebody getting them watch on Sports Max.
Have you ever seen the Asian League or the Panamanian League? I don't watch football everywhere, especially in the Concacaf because I want to see where we there now.
No, we the above, no for them. No, they above them, man.
What you above who? Above who?
Me watch the Trinidad League and me tell some football better for them.
Let me tell you something, man. Jamaica Premier League now the pedigree where the Pro League have. They take the pedigree and production line, the TT League, a bigger league in Jamaica.
But who are can't production?
And they can't produce no. They qualify for your Youth World Cup. They qualify for your Youth World Cup.
What's that?
Serious league, them league there. It's Panamanian League. I want to say the only team in Jamaica is going to beat up a team of Panama.
No, well, you talk about way over the side, man. And the Trinidad team league we talk about a while ago.
The Trinidad league, no bigger league in Jamaica, historically.
Historically, you talk about. When I talk about historical, I talk about what happened now. Remember, you see, we can't speak about football and only speak about back in the days. No, what talk about now? What happened to football right now?
they don't play together now. We can't judge them now. We met about 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Yeah, but you know, so the league start back, right? You know, so the league are going right now.
It's just after 2 years, it just start back.
But you know, so when you ask me question if me watch the league, me talk about what me I watch and see right now. That me talk about, you know.
They're going to play in a military. Next year after now play, the champion of China going to play Jamaica champion. They're coming up.
Yeah, me know Cavaliers and Waterhouse tonight.
You feel like they're going to win?
Me say.
Suriname.
Eh?
You feel they're going to beat up a team from Suriname?
Suriname not playing a ball. That's the nation not playing a ball much less, man.
I put Jamaica football, man. No. You see, Suriname team come second and win the league of the year. We're going to the Caribbean Shield. A big team, so I'm going to play at the match of military, man, technical like war military. I'm going to play like a Spanish team.
You know, so on look at other nations, different from on look at foreign nation.
Brother, Jamaica football is aggressive and you kick for the ball too much and one bag.
Yes, I can't JP like that, but kick a ball.
It's an African thing with the pan, brother.
No, man, me not agree with that. Let me say now watch local. Yeah.
I think Trinidad did go to 2009 World Cup. You see Trinidad then go the under 20 World Cup to 2009. And for Trinidad team, they have at that point in time 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 man on their side. I play in Trinidad.
95.
30 man now side, CC.
No, I was saying 2009 Trinidad went to the U20 World Cup. So I said 13 players in the team were playing in the Trinidadian League.
Oh.
So that's why I say sometimes.
So hold on. Look at now, me hear what you say now. But look at this now. You see, you can't use reference. You can't use reference to what happened back in the whatever or long to what happened right now.
They know you're going to know your reach, or you're going to know if you're grow.
No, but no. That is why me I tell you, back in the days football, we are talking about Jamaica fly past that long time. And that me I tell you.
How?
The local league passed them. The local league passed them the level there when I playing at 2000 or whatever.
We have club like Jamaica win that Caribbean. When last win the Caribbean League, a club like Jamaica win the last.
You know why Jamaica not win nothing? Football improve, but we not improve at the rate how everybody else improve.
Oh, so you have to ball play Suriname. And the ball play Haiti.
We know. Oh God, man. Listen. Ball play there, yes. But if ball play, alright. If Jamaica comes so close, if Jamaica could have feel one team in the World Cup qualifiers, yes, we give Mexico 2 rounds to go against Mexico. Who could get something from me? 2 rounds to go against Mexico. Could get something from me. Yeah. We go against USA, then rob we. We couldn't beat them. We couldn't beat them team there. At Canada, we can definitely say, well, we got Canada, then we'll have flag way. But when they come to Jamaica, we draw nil all. And then the time there, most I get them games they were under Tapper, we know something already yet.
Yeah, we lose.
So look on this now. What if them the team there? Well, man, if Suriname was so ready, Jamaica shouldn't even that Suriname should have fly past and probably qualify already.
That's about Suriname club team,
But how much of the players them out of the club team are playing a national setup?
Not them. I don't know. I tap when you go more. I can't remember my name of my club, but I watch about 4 games. But you have 3 different names. I put up on them go mungo. I can't remember my name.
But a one player playing at the local league.
Yeah, but you see when I you see me not boost up Jamaica too for because I have disappointment, you know.
No,
boost up Jamaica football, no.
But in the idea,
it have to come and physically accomplish something. But we can look one tangible me at that. When I talk about those 2 points on players, that's about tangible achievement. Club team in Jamaica is the club champion of the Caribbean, whether it's Waterhouse or Cavalier. That's what we need.
But we can't get there if we don't start put things in place and make things correct now.
Like what you suggest put in place?
All right.
About next 2 minutes. We put in place.
So, for example, like this under 20 team what we have right now.
Yeah.
We have an under 20 team. We have some players right now in Jamaica right now. Why not use these players as the BSI team? Have them in our country, make them go and train. Keep them go and train. If you can
what
fix
you mean by
it.
train? What you mean by train? Like, train like what? Like you see both a staff of oil, a coach. I don't know what you mean by train.
Have them on a camp and drill, make it coach where you want to coach him, drill and implementing systems so that they can master.
Then I'll go back to them club. Then I'll go back to them club.
Only then go back to them club on weekend, but during the week in their camp.
So with the contract when they sign with the GP,
No, they can't sign a contract. You players them. You players can't sign a contract.
Cuba do that thing, you know. Cuba have a center of excellence, you know. Cuba them thing you go on, you know. But
me I tell you what I would do if fix it. So me ensure say the youth team, yes, it's not even the Nation League team in the business with. The under 20 team, which is the future, what we're supposed to look on, me could fix it from this. So out there Monday. Eh?
It's all like a Rennie Simos part 3.
I film plan the work though.
No, but remember say coach tell you, when I try it again, it never work, you know.
But
2 years after, you know.
Listen, man.
The coach tell me that this is building a building from the top instead of from the bottom, you know. He said it won't work again, you know. Every time we try, it won't work, you know.
Well on, man. Well on. This what we are talking about, you know. Well on, this what we are talking about, you know. We are speaking about the under 20 team going forward. Yes, if you're building, we never touch the lower level, you know, because you are asking about what we can do to fix the under 20. If you want to speak about what we can do to fix the nation, the football in Jamaica, I have many different ideas on how and where we can do to get things corrected. We have many different ideas. You want them the ideas, or you want me to just talk about what we can?
Give me one, I will give you one. Just one.
One.
Where? Me and one.
Me and one, coaching education.
You know what tool is?
Right, that's what me I start from. Ensure say down to the basic school coach has a high level of certification for coaching the youth them.
Yeah.
Done this so. That's the first one. And the most important one. Because guess what? Even if we have a bad, even if the JFF don't know what to do, we still have produce good baller. Because them start learning from them young.
Right. Yeah.
So guess what? You know, people don't understand. JFF, I want horrible organization regards to putting things together. You know? But you know what? Other nations worse than we. And them still reap success. You know why? Because them use them have
grassroots football, the proper grassroots coaching and grassroots football.
Exactly. So they can bypass the ugly aspect of their federation. And
they have the material, you know. Just like Jamaica have the raw material, but you need a conveyor belt, you need a production line.
Exactly. So when they fix the production line, what happens? The produce is better.
You have a product going out consistent.
The output are going to be far, far better. Exactly. So we agree that the coaching element is one big factor, right?
Especially at grassroots.
Especially, that's what I'm telling you now. And this is what happened now. Let me tell you one thing, what is being implemented right now. Paul Hall, in the coaching template that is them around right now, Paul Hall philosophy is already in that template. Which means that if Paul Hall are going to run up the national setup, every single coach under Paul Hall understands what the senior coach wants from the players. Which means that down to the little 1-2-year-old who get coach no Paul Hall system. Which make it far, far easier to select a player. So all of this, the schoolboy football teams them are going to play something similar to that the system there. All of the Premier League, all of the Tier 2 teams them are going to play something similar to that the system because all of the coaches learn that system. So guess what? If Paul Hall say look for some gem, he can go all like Tier 2, go look for one baller because they know that the system there.
Alright, military. You're sure them going to follow that because when you see most did left a complete and then throw it away, you're sure them going to follow that?
Oh, we have to hope. Okay. But best of big up the call still. I'll leave to finish man agreeing on something.
Alright. Let me give me one and I run.
You run for your one.
Give my one.
Yeah.
You see the top clubs in Jamaica?
Yeah.
owners need to stop being selfish and hold on to the club like it only belongs to them. They need to put shares and make people can buy into the clubs. Company can buy into the clubs and run half of the club. And one man I run on a club or two man I run a club like and wash pot and bucket and sink and everything. It's not working in Jamaican football.
Exactly. That's true.
Players are not going to earn any money.
And somebody not maintain the club them either.
You know what Brazil do? In some Brazil clubs, some lower clubs in Brazil, all 1,000 man won a club. That's the way we can do too. The one man of one club.
Many clubs in Germany are owned by fans.
Alright. You know, I didn't know what I was. And that we need to do. We need to divest the club system in Jamaica. That's the one man I won a club thing and a selfish and I say he want a sponsorship.
Yeah.
If you want for money, but you hold on to the club. Put the club, put it in shares. Some people can own the club and you can own a major percentage of the club.
I agree with that. I agree with that too. So other people have not like. So if I'm not a man of input, basically, it's not one man have control.
More ideas.
Yeah.
More work, more hands make work light. And let's not too much work that take one whole. But if you have a body and you come together and you vote for it, majority code, you look over the majority.
Yeah, man. Me agree with that as well. Me agree.
Yourself and CC, nobody try too hard, man. You try too hard, CC. Relax yourself more time, CC, man. And ball a car because I'm going to stop. Me come to be the coach of Jamaica, you know.
Yeah, man. Don't forget being.
Coach. If we can produce the same boat, I'm going to say Jamaica fast and strong. And then me now see the fast and strong on the field. And the coach will go back to.
Yeah, man. Well said. Big up.
Big up yourself, military.
Big up Karoom. We're closing on the 3-hour mark. We have 2 minutes to go, or 3 minutes to go. Karoom said, Military Guna, we are a big footballing nation. I ask you, educate me, please. So that's a question. Karoom, let me be honest with you. We are a big footballing nation who love to discuss football, but we don't like to take action in football. We don't like to take action in football. Most definitely, I do think that we support football indefinitely, because if you ask anybody, most people in the comment section do have a club who then support. I, as you know, me is a big Arsenal fan, but in the same sense, we love football. We love to discuss football. We talk about football all day. But the problem is, I don't think we support football as though we speak about football. For example, we got the JPL game them. Not much people turn out. People are going to say they don't watch JPL. But you say you're a big football fan. You say you love football, but you're not able to watch year one football. Never schoolboy football you not watch. Where you say you don't look good? Sometimes football is about going out and enjoying the evening. Have a drink, eat 2 peanuts, laugh, watch a man get piled, and enjoy some football. You don't have to take it serious when you go out there like that. Sometimes it's just about enjoying the atmosphere. Calvert, I cost me, man. How was Barkley in the squad match today? Him look good, man. Him look good. Quick and swift. Him look good. He looks good. So that is it, Karoom. It starts from us as fans. I do believe that we as fans we don't take responsibility for our downfall. If we were demanding if most of the fans are as demanding as you are to the YouTubers specifically, I do think that you are demanding to the football, to JFF. I do believe that we'd have a better football right now. We'd have a better production line right now. If we're demanding to the clubs then in Jamaica, you would have a better football in Jamaica. Football, the football fans, them demanding to the vloggers them either on this or that or rate it. But 100%, if you guys were at that demanding, same said to the JFF for them to get things right, I 100% believe that we would have a better football infrastructure and would have so much things better right now. But guess what? We won't go anywhere. We're always going to see, as quote unquote, the long ball, a kick, the bush ball game. We have a football now community. Enough we know football clubs in our community, our academy in our communities. We have never been over there, give them a ball, even buy 2 bib, give them. We have never done those things. But yes, still was say we want the football for better in our country. If you don't want the owners to name your money, you can buy the ball, carry go. You don't have to give them money. Buy the ball, carry go, give them. Buy the bib, them carry go, give them. Them little things, they don't have to do that. But it starts with us as fans. We have to take responsibility for the problem. Karim said you like the method of trading that taking place with the under 20. So far, I can say that it is okay. The intensity level is there. I do think that, remember, most of these players are actually playing football right now, so it's not like you need to do much. I see the coach trying to implement his style of play and his system, which is good, which is quite good. Karim said, who impressed you so far in training? The regular, the Duncan McKenzie, Powell, Zimenez, Blake, Pearson. Zander is a good player as well. These are the names that I can bat straight off the hat. Really like the Dintil keeper. Highly, I rate him. I really rate him. Very good keeper. Barkley, as Calvert is saying, he's a good player still steadily. He's a good player. But I can't remember the central defense. He's a Maga man. And Maga and Brown. But I can't remember his name. Good man. I see rough up Pierce one at a time. Pull his shirt 2 times. Devante, good. Quick. So I see some good players, man. All right, so we're on the 3-hour mark. People, I really do hope that we are over the 100 mark in likes. I do hope that. I'm going to close off now at 10 o'clock late. We know most of them want to go. I'll be doing the coverage. Hopefully, we get the rights to do the coverage for the schoolboy football game tomorrow. As you know, I love grassroots football from straight down. Yes, Karum, I have quite a few of them overseas. They are there. Yes, steadily. Hutchins is the keeper. The keeper. So people, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully, you guys smash the like button. I do hope that you guys have had a good day and having a good night. Make sure to my footballing discussion though getting upset because they don't know so I say go. Well, we can be objective. We don't have to agree on everything, but we can definitely agree to disagree. I really enjoy you guys' company. CC, big up, massive respect for coming on, CC. Really appreciate it. Everyone who called in, really appreciate it as well. As you know, we're trying to move the show into a professional setup. Really like it. If you haven't subscribed us yet, I would definitely appreciate it if you subscribe it. I will give you guys more details on these players if I get any. But it has been a really good show. I do think that this was a good show. We still don't solve enough things, but we still get certain things out of the way. We come to understanding to many of the things. So that's good. That is really good. And so, but big up everybody. No late night show tonight. I might have to do that tomorrow night because they don't know what we talk about Liverpool. Man City beating Real Madrid. What a game. So we have to discuss those things. Most definitely. We're going to have to discuss those. And by then tomorrow, we know if Mikel Antonio will have reached to the finals of would have had a foot into the finals of the Europa League. So we have a lot of things to discuss. So bless up people. Thank you very much for joining. Massive respect. Owen, Giovanni, Karum. Giovanni said me nail to the JPL class. No, but I do support local football. You have to remember, say, me cover the JPL football. So official JPL. Tomorrow morning, I drop a video on Owen for the JPL. So look out for it as well. Because I'm going to do the post-match weekend as it. I'm going to do the preview as it. The preview will be done on Friday. Post-match will be out tomorrow. So look out for that one. Big up people, everybody tuning in. Hugh Williams, massive respect. Glad you guys are tuning in. We'll see you guys again. Until next time. I'm going to close off with some videos. right, so Duncan McKenzie over a penalty.